So, my good
All right. We're going to have a great episode this evening. We're going to be listening to what the Passport Sistas have to say in regards to their experiences, or the lack thereof, when it comes to dating, travel, relationships, intimacy. I want to hear what the women have to say. They often talk about what we're out here in these global YouTube streets and global streets doing. Let's hear what the ladies have to say from their own mouths, not from us, not our commentary. It won't be me. It won't be Dennis Spurling. It won't be Obsidian or Angry Man or O'Shea. It's not Kevin Samuels around RIP, like Kevin saying it. It won't be Rome saying it, Average Man. It'll just be the ladies confessing from their own mouths what is it like to travel and try to get some sex. I love being a man. I thought I loved being a man in the United States. But I swear, I love being a man with a passport. I love it, boy. You talking about being hard? Man, these sisters out here struggling trying to get some sex in these streets. Struggling. They can't get that coochie away. And these are some nice sisters. Really nice, professional, down to earth, no Shanika Nene mindset. I'm talking about these some good women. Really good women. I can't say anything otherwise. These are some lovely ladies. But when it comes to travel, it looks like it's a little different than what they thought it would be. So we're going to talk about that tonight on the live stream. We're going to listen in to what they have to say. Then we're going to give a commentary, hear what you guys have to say. Then we're going to continue on. But we've got at least 10 to 12 sisters giving their experiences. I'm talking about these women are very well traveled. These are just women that have gone to 1 or 2 countries. It's from the way it seems, each one of these sisters got 10, 15, 20 countries up under their belts. And yet and still, when it comes to being a sister from the States on the road, they are learning the hard way. That it ain't as easy as the men are making it look. It's not as easy. But before we get started, you guys already know, some of you guys come down here, you're smelling like roach spray. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to get it out of the way. You're smelling like roach spray. You're bringing down here the cheapest cologne. Nothing wrong with cheap colognes. I'm going to tell you that, if it's the right one. There's nothing wrong with a clone of an expensive cologne. I'm the main one to tell you, I buy clones. as well as the real ones. But come on, man, you can't be paying $10 for a cologne. Come down here and thinking that the ladies gonna want you in Brazil. It's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You think you're gonna come down here with a $5 cologne and think you're gonna attract women in DR, in Mexico, and Thailand? You're gonna have to come out your pocket with pay for play. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you. Some of you dudes, you're coming down here, you're reeking. Your deodorant game ain't right. If you know that your underarm can't handle the gel, then be like me. Get the white powder cologne. If you got to use spray on cologne, do whatever you got to do. If some of you dudes coming down here, you got more funk than Parliament Funkadelics, I'm telling you. You got more funk than Bootsy Collins. That's uncalled for. Cologne of the night, I'm telling you now. For all you cologne connoisseurs that love a good cologne. The cologne of the night is, I haven't worn this one in a minute. It's the Perfume de Mali right there. And it is called Paris. That Paris right there. Like Perfume de Mali. It's the same company that makes Leighton. Oh, he throwing that old school out there. I see you, Grim, with the droop, the curve, and the cool water. He put the curve out there. As long as it's smelling good on your skin's DNA, that's the part. Some of these dudes be coming down here, and they be swearing. They be walking down the street, swearing they little smell good gamers, right? They be like, "Oh man, you can't tell me nothing, bro. You can't tell me nothing. I got this player. I'm about to go to get a paper plate. I'm about to get a discount. I smell so good." No, bro, you don't smell that good. Some of y'all be stinking so bad, they up the prices because y'all think y'all stink so bad. Come on, fellas, we got to get it right. We can't be coming to people in other countries embarrassing ourselves. Especially since in other countries, I'm going to tell you this for real. Y'all ready? Black folk, y'all ready? For real, I'm going to tell you something for real. Shout out to Drakkar, that's for L. Drakkar is the king for L. That's for L, that's been forever. That's a king right there. But, and that cool water is nice, but that Drakkar, come on, it rules. But it is often said by women in South America that brothers from South America, they got a little smell about them. I ain't put it out there. Sisters and others in South America, the women in South America, they talk about the South American men and say, among the brothers, I don't know if it's about what they eat or what's in their pores. I'm saying I ain't coming at nobody, but they saying that the brothers down here in South America come with a smell. So when they see us, the assumption is made, if they've never seen a brother like us, we got to smell too. I kid you not. A lot of people don't talk about that, but since I live here, I hear the stories a lot. I interview a lot of people, and I kid you not, they be like the South American brothers, they don't take care of themselves like they should. And so when they see us getting off the plane, they automatically assume, especially the lighter or machisto, not machisto, I think it's machisto. In other words, the white ones like Andrea. They especially in Medellin here, Cali, where there's a lot of black people, not Medellin, but Cartagena, anywhere there's a lot of Afro-Colombian brothers, they automatically assume as soon as they see us, we gonna smell like them. Even though the brothers that I've met down here, they don't be smelling like that. Now I smell a few people that smell like that. Like I get off the elevator full of brothers, and I be like, I see where they coming from. I can't lie. I do see where they coming from. It's the naturals. You know how people from India got that natural scent that's so strong because of the seasons that they eat, and you can just tell that you from India, bruh. Just from the scent. Afro-Colombians give off that scent too, all right? Don't shoot the messenger. So it is our responsibility as brothers of color. When we get off the plane, we should not just be the most attractive thing that they've ever seen. We should be the best smelling man. I should smell better than their daddy, granddaddy, ex-boyfriend, college professors, the police officer that helped her when she almost got her purse stole. I should smell better than any firefighter that she met. I should smell better than any attorney, any lawyer, any president, any congressman in Colombia. Should nobody smell better than me? Not in this not here, not in this country. They can keep up. They can try to keep up. I give them that. But as far as smelling better than me, oh hell no, that's not about to happen. Not here in Colombia, no. That's not gonna happen. That's the attitude that you should be having. Because there's a stigma about us before we get off the plane that we didn't create. I'm gonna say that again. There's a stigma about black dudes having a smell, and I've heard it from several Colombian women, that they think that because those brothers smell, that we have a smell. But like I said, I've been around a lot of Afro-Colombian brothers, and I ain't smelled it except for one or two brothers. But when I do smell it, I know what the women are talking about. So guys, make sure you got, if you gonna go cheap, get a cologne. Bruh. Let's see. Here we go. You ain't got no damn $250, $400, $300 for no Creed Aventus, right? Cool. You trying to spend your money having fun. Damn, spending $400, $300 on Creed. You can get the same thing from here, from the Club de Nuit, for $35. Same scent. And if you want even better, they got the pineapple in it that made Creed so famous, which Creed doesn't have anymore. Get that Rave Now. It's Rave Now. And I'm telling you, bro, goodness gracious, I'm about to blend this one. But that pineapple is a beast. This is Andre's second favorite cologne now. This blows Creed out the water because Creed no longer has the pineapple in it. Sexy baby. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Here's the cap, okay?
Okay. She brought me some coffee. I appreciate her. So you ain't gotta blow your bank to smell good, but don't be coming down here, man, and you know, now you heard the rumor about what they say about us brothers getting off planes. They assume that just because the brothers in Benaventura or Choco may have a little scent about them, they assume that, well, I guess that's how all men of color smell. And that's not true. That's not true. So definitely, guys, if you can't get the originals, man, there's so many good colognes out here. You ain't even got to worry about buying the original colognes out no more. If you got $35, man, you get you a hell of a good cologne. A hell of a good cologne. All right, guys. Let me get ready to do the shout outs, and then we're going to get started with the video. Listening to what the ladies have to say. There are 10 to 15 ladies from around the world. They're being interviewed by one sister. I'm going to put her channel in the chat. Really good sister. I forget what her name is at the moment, just at the moment. But she gives information in regards to what she interviewed these sisters from around the world and their dating experience, their sex experience. These ladies are transparent about what they're out there doing and what they're out there wishing that they could do. It's lonely out there for a pimp. It's lonely. But before we do that, we already know we about to do some shout outs in the building. First shout out I'm about to do a super chat from my man Will in the building. What's up, Dre? Salute, fellas. Y'all need to get on a plane and stop playing. Will always on a plane. That man be on tour like Prince used to be. Will always going. Shout out to you, Will, for the $10 super chat, brother. The $9.99er. My man Stefano, first one in the building. Hello, my people. He said, let me get ready to turn. He said, tune in once again. I always make sure you always hit that like button. Make sure that you keep it clean in the chat. Now let's get ready for another great show. He's absolutely correct. Thank you guys for always keeping it clean. Then we got my family right here, my brother. It was good to chopping you up with you today, Victory. Say hello, everyone. Another great show. Hey, man, this is going to be a good one, man. I watched this video a couple times. I didn't know how to come at it. In the beginning, I was going to come like, see, the sisters out here, they ain't doing it right. But it started getting so sad that I was like, man, I was about to put on a black suit, bro. I swear. I was like, what I'm going to wear tonight? I think I might put on a black suit because these sisters out here crying and dying, man. It's sad. Y'all gonna hear it? Y'all gonna, and then this is so crazy. Y'all gonna notice that some sisters even hating on other sisters for even meeting somebody or even getting some sex. You gonna notice that even the host, she gonna be hating. You're like, dang, is it that tight up? Is that? Sisters, if you're in the live stream right now, all I have to say, if you're gonna listen to this afterwards, I'm gonna chop this part up right here, put it in the YouTube short. You need to go home. I know you like to travel, cool. I know you like all the countries and people that you meet, cool. All of these different beaches, cool. Cost of living, I got you. But when it comes to getting some sex, it's far for all y'all that you will see, all the women you saw in this video, it's far and few in between, man. They doing bad. Whew. All right, we got Black Nubian in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He said the intro's getting old. It never gets old. Seeing people with passports, our brothers and sisters with passports, never gets old. Even though I'm thinking about getting my man Big Bass to make some music for it. But as far as the intro, that's for L. That's for L. Like Kevin Samuels didn't change his music. That intro right there, showing the history of our black people by way of passports, that ain't gonna never get old, because you ain't gonna never see that nowhere else. Name another channel, another book, another television show. You ain't gonna see that on Netflix. You ain't gonna see that on Stars. Disney ain't gonna show you all of our people with passports. This is the only channel that you gonna come to. You gonna see black folks relocating, and black, you can actually see what Prince's passport looked like, Martin Luther King's passport looked like, Tupac's passport looked like. I'll never get rid of that intro. Nope. Let it get old, not old, older. Let it sink into your soul. Shout out to you, Black Nubian. He said, I can't wait for this. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one, man. A good one, Pharaoh. Yeah. Shout out to you, Ishmael. You say fix the mic. Am I going in and out? Is that better? Let me know if the mic is better now. Maybe I need to speak directly into the mic, because you know me, I'm animated, I'm moving around and everything. So let me know if that's a lot better, guys. All right, we got Cleve in the building. Shout out to Cleve. Cleve with ATA boys. That boy Cleve right there. He going to the fundraiser. We going to the Oscars and Emmys. I ain't mad at you, brother. Brother Cleve, I love a good fundraiser. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I used to meet some of the most amazing people at black tie events. Beach Material in the building, as well as them dark Tar Heels in the building. Carolina boys at it again. Yes, they are. He said, good afternoon, everyone from North Carolina, North Kakalaka. Shout out to you, brother. And my man, Tevin King is in the building. He said, welcome to everyone in the chat. Salute. Stefano says, make sure you guys with the super chats, cash apps, PayPal, Patreon. Appreciate you all, man. Julian's in the building representing. He said they're probably out there starting. Yeah. Speaking of starting stuff, man, I was gonna post it. Sister gets arrested in Dubai for raising her voice and yelling at the people at the car rental place. I guess she went to go rent a car. I didn't get a chance to finish reading the whole article. I guess she went to go rent a car, and I guess she didn't like what she heard. And you know how sisters do back in the States. They can, sometimes, not all sisters, but sometimes put a show on. Well, she thought she could put a show on in Dubai, and they showed her ass straight to the jail. Bring your ass, girl. Come on, let's go. You going to jail. But you don't raise your voice in this Dubai. We pee on women like you. What are you talking about? We might just take you to jail and pee on you at the same time. Yo, get your ass in that jail. Yeah, they out here fooling, man. Think they can take that tomfoolery around the world. Out here acting a fool. They can always become professional Dubai porta potties. Yup, for real. Out there acting a fool. Shout out to my man Ann in the building. Julian's here as well. I appreciate you again, brother. Always here supporting. I know, right? Get their deodorant game right, man. Please. Shout out to Jamon also. What up, Dre? Chat room peeps. See, the t-shirt is black. Yeah, this is an African shirt, man. I got this like an African t-shirt. I got this way back. Move this the way that you guys see that. I was looking for a t-shirt for the Petronio Festival in August. Next August on the 16th. That'll be on a Wednesday. Some of you guys get here Monday on that 14th. Some guys may come on the weekend before and have a great time. MJB is in the building representing again. He said I use Brute. Boy, we was on throwback. He said Brute from way back when. He said I have different ones for different occasions. I ain't mad at you, brother. Brute was an old school one. I ain't mad at you. Shout out to Brute. As long as you smelling good, man, that's the key. It ain't what you use, it's how good it works with your DNA. Who knows in the building as well? He said the rave now. Go hard, Dre. Predict the mention. Cop some. Oh, you just cop some. Ain't it good? Is it not good? Uno, man, dude. I heard about it, right? And I heard that it was because I'm gonna tell you something. I was mad as hell at Creed. Man, when they took that pineapple, the actual what made Creed famous, that one scent that popped out and stayed the whole time. The scent that stayed for 8 to 10 hours. When they sold the company and they took it out, I was like, what the hell? Man, I looked at this bottle like, I got the new one, like 2021. You see, I ain't barely used none of it. I'm like, what is this? This is not Creed. I'm thinking like, man, I got duped, man. Somebody, I done got sold a fake. So I started reading all the articles and the headlines, though, seeing YouTube videos from, guys that do YouTube channels. Perfume channels, Cologne channels. And they tell the story. Everybody said the same story. Creed, the company finally got sold, and the company that bought it changed the formula. So the earliest that you can get the formula is like 2016, 2017 to get the real Creed DNA. And then it came out with that Rave Now. And when I heard that Rave Now, it's got that, let's see if I can connect right there. So there we go. When I heard that Rave Now has that pineapple, it smells like Creed, but the number one thing that it took from Creed was the pineapple. Man, I couldn't wait to smell it. And when I smelled it, bruh, it's like a time machine. I went back in time, like, oh, this is what Creed smelled like. And we talk about only like $25, $30. Ain't no way in hell I pay for another bottle of Creed, ever would I buy another bottle of Creed Aventus. Once this bottle gone, that's it. Because I'm not gonna buy that new formula anymore. Nope. So I'm with you. So if you guys get a chance to get that Rave Now, I'm telling you, man, he is not lying. It is fire. That's one of those colognes that you can wear year-round. You can wear it during the day. You can wear it to the club. You can wear it to church. You can wear it to work because it's not too strong. I'm telling you, man, it is just like Creed was, where you can wear Creed any way you wanted to. But you can't do that with Creed now. It's just it ain't worth the money. Shout out to Ant-Man being in the building. Oh yeah, he said David off cool water. Oh yeah, man, I was writing that cool waters in Dracar. Man, I was about to buy me another bottle of Dracar the other day. I was telling myself, Andre, slow down. Slow down. You got a trip to Europe coming up. You're gonna buy all that cologne in Europe anyway. We'd love to get a consultation soon about the first. Yeah, that's cool. Hit me up with it in my email. I know Stefano's gonna put the email in the chat. Hit me up, Patrick. Even before the first, man. Just hit me up tonight or tomorrow night. So just usually when you guys hit me up in regards to consultation, even if you just mention it or talk about it, I put you on the calendar and I put the time period in which you guys were talking, so I'll know when to email you back in a couple weeks or whenever. So yes, definitely hit me up so I can at least put you on the blackboard. I mean the whiteboard. Lando's in the building. Shout out to you, Lando. We got Mark here as well. Salute to you as well. We got Ant-Man. Shout out to Anthony being in the building. Let me make sure I get everybody before we get started. This is a good one. Larry Perry's in the building. Good night, Andre. Regarding smell, I noticed white people also carry. I've done a couple videos on white people smell. Whenever I did hostels, I had to have a separate room. How much is that separate room over there? Oh, it's an extra $50. Yeah, I'll take that one. You think I'm be sleeping in the room? Shout out to you white boys. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of times, even some of you white boys from California smell like y'all from the backwoods of Kentucky. I'm telling you, some of y'all white boys be reeking. I don't care if it's in Europe, in France. I don't care if it's in Kentucky. I don't care if it's in the heartland of Indiana. I don't care if it's in the swamps of Louisiana. Boy, some of you white boys, not all y'all, but some of y'all white boys, woo! Especially white boys be funky when they don't smell it no more. Like they don't notice they've been smelling like that for 4 years and they ain't smelled themselves in 4 years. Like they can't smell it. Like you really can't smell it. You want to ask a white boy, white brother, yeah, can you smell that on you? You can't smell none of that funk. But then they say that's the same thing about some of the Afro-Colombian brothers. They be oblivious to their own funk. Oblivious. Man, I never want to stink that bad. Tell me, if my breath stinking, tell me. If I got nose hanging out my hair, tell me. If I got an eyebrow that's curling too much, tell me. If I got a chipped tooth, tell me. Don't sit up here and let me look crazy and smell crazy in this beautiful world. Tell me. I ain't shy like that. We ain't gonna fight over you looking out for me as far as hygiene is concerned. Believe you me, if you smell me stinking, say, Dre, hey, bro, take care of that, bro. Take care of that, Dre. I don't give a dang if I'm in there using the bathroom and you walk past the door, bang on that door, boom, boom, boom. Hey, Dre, can I get a courtesy flush? Dre, the bathroom stinking, bro. Can I get a courtesy flush, bro? Flush that toilet. Can I get a courtesy flush? Good looking out, Dre. Seriously. Look out for your fellow brethren. MLB's in the building. MJB's in the building. Smelling cool is competitive for some folks like me and Dre. That is a competition, bro. It really is, bro. I smell somebody. It's just like down here. Everybody think because they got them a little Baccarat 540 that they can wear it anywhere. If I keep smelling these dudes in the gym, everybody who smells Baccarat knows it is a strong knock down the door. You can't wear it at work like that. You can only wear it like in certain settings because it's somebody in the gym it's just bouncing off the walls, knocking people out. It's too strong of a scent to wear in the gym. But down here, they'll wear it everywhere. Everywhere, because they think they're doing something. Like, dude, do you not know your sense? Thank you guys who have joined the Patreon. I got some work to be doing on the Patreon this upcoming week. So I appreciate you guys who have joined. You guys joined this week. I appreciate you. We need about 2 people to join this evening. About 2 people. I appreciate that. I don't care if it's just $5. Look out for your boy. I think we got everybody, including Lando. Han Solo stole it from me. Okay. I'm dipping. Ant-Man said he loved it. That's what's up. The rave is nice, man. I kid you not. It surprised me how nice it is. You said my mic is not on, it's still off. Let me see how it sounds. You said my mic is not on, it's still off. Oh wow, it is off. Hey guys, I'm gonna step out for a second and I'm gonna come back. You're absolutely correct. My mic is off. I didn't connect. Oh, wow. Hey guys, wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it without. I'm gonna step out the stream, then I'll come back.
All right, how was that, Stefano? Let me know how it sounds. Yeah, absolutely correct. I have myself connected to the computer's mic. Oh, that's way better. Let me see if that's better. Let me know if that's better, guys. It's good now? Yeah, I made a mistake. I had it on the computer's microphone. So that's why it sounded so distant, because I had it on the computer's microphone and not on the Shure mic. Good looking out, guys. Appreciate it. Completely different. Sounds completely different, too. Oh, man. Man, I've been trying to make good coffee since I've been here in Colombia. Nope. Andrea makes the best coffee, dude. I swear. I'll be like, man, what is she in there doing? All right. All right, let's get ready to get started, guys. All right. Once again, this topic tonight is about, we're going to hear from, all right, there we go. I appreciate that. See, good man. Good man. He said, how could you have good, he said, how could you not have good coffee in Colombia? Well, Colombia is in South Carolina. I'm in Colombia, South America. but yeah, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Actually, the #1 place for coffee is, if I'm not mistaken, is Vietnam. #2 for coffee is Dominican Republic. We still got some Dominican coffee in there. That was one of the main things that we went for when we went to DR. We was like, we got to make sure we bring back some DR coffee for the family. So we got some DR coffee, and then Colombia is #3 as far as coffee. Colombia is the most famous, but DR's coffee is the most exported outside of Vietnam. But let's get ready to get started. I hope I didn't miss anybody's super chats. Let me make sure I hit everybody. Oh, I got a few of them. Shout out to my man Pharrell. Ishmael in the building, the Pharaoh himself for the super chat. Black Nubian, always supporting. This good man right there. This good man. My man Sky. I should get. I had it too because Dennis told me what it was. Squeedy. Oh man, I forget how to pronounce it. Yo, I got the last part. Yo, did. Squeeded, yo. Oh man, I had it because I remember when Dennis was on here and he said your name and it was so cool. Ski with it, yo. Did I get it? Ski with it, yo. Well, sick with it, yo. Got it. Sick with it, yo. You ain't gonna get me. That was almost like putting together a puzzle. Find Waldo. I got it, brother. Sick with it, yo. Shout out to you, brother. He said, check your audio source. Your mic sounds hollow. Now I'm glad that I finally got it. Oh, man. I appreciate you. Then my man DJ Dean is in the building with the $2 super chat and the socks hat representing. All right, let's get ready to get started, guys. Let me pull this video back up for us for the presentation. We're going to get started. I'm going to turn the music down just a tad bit so you can hear what the ladies have to say. But this is a good one, man. All right, let's see. Let's grab this video. Let's put this right here.
My good.
Okay, let me pull this back. This is the sister that's actually doing the interviews. She is a expat. She's a digital nomad, which a lot of people are trying to do. She helps Black women do what a lot of us are doing with each other. She actually helps a lot of women become digital nomad, get out of the United States, start new lives in other countries. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be watching and hearing what they have to say. Once again, let me turn this music down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'll even change the music. And then we're going to hear what these sisters have to say. All right. So we're going to get started with her interviews. And like I said, you're going to hear some sadness. We got 71 in the building. Make sure we got 71 likes. I like you. Make sure you like us too. So let's hear what these ladies have to say in regards to living, traveling, and sexing outside the United States. It's not as easy for the passport sisters.
My collaboration buddy, Rashida Dow from sheetasontheloose.com, and I sat down and interviewed 12 other Black women who had taken a career break to travel. And we, of course, talked to each and every one of them about dating while they traveled long term. So sit back, relax, and let's see what they have to say, the good and the bad, about dating while they traveled abroad.
With that face? You gotta lean in. Stephanie, you ain't gotta lean in.
I want to hear.
Come on.
Well, if you yes. I am a very sexual lady.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to get mine on the road.
Right now?
And it's just like, it's been difficult in Asia. I wasn't really trying in Europe when I was over there or whatever.
Now, this sister Wanda, she's in Asia. She said when she was in Europe, she really wasn't trying to get a lot of sex. But she says now she's in Asia, she's trying to find sex, but she's trying to find it. She finds it difficult to get sex. She's very transparent with the fact that she likes to travel and have sex. She has no problem with it. So let's listen to what she has to say about trying to find sex in other countries.
But a lot of the men that come here, first of all, are, and I can't believe I'm going to say this because all God's creations are wonderful, but they are hideous. And that's why they're traveling. They're hideous. And they just happen to have like a little bit of privilege coming from whatever home countries. And so, and I'm not going to knock the hustle, but these Asian chicks get with them.
Yeah.
It's whatever, but that's not my situation. So, especially in Chiang Mai, and I met some huggers, and it was just like, go get swaddled by your actual mother. Like, I'm not here to swaddle you. We're getting sweaty, and I'm taking a shower and going home. Like, I don't get like literal huggers. So I think someone was actually.
You're talking about actual hug.
Actual.
Me. Like, you seriously lost me.
You're
mad because he's hugging you, Wanda.
Take it out. What are you doing? Take it out.
Sorry, did you say take it out?
Yes.
So you're just looking for wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But
well, you know, not necessarily, but my vibrator broke on the road, and we could talk about that as well. Like, China is right there. All of them come from there, but if you know what I'm saying. I'm like, it just gets.
So she's saying, check it out. Basically, she's saying that the guys that come over there that have privilege, and she's basically talking about the white brothers. She ain't talking about us. She's talking about the white brothers. She's talking about the dudes coming from Russia, coming from other parts of Europe, and going over to, German brothers that are going over to the middle, to Asia, to where she is, Southeast Asia. And she's like, I ain't trying to smash these dudes. She's saying that these white dudes coming from Europe, they hideous. I'm not into that. But then she's saying the dudes that live here, the dudes that live in Thailand, the dudes that live in Cambodia, the actual, natives, she's saying that these dudes are basically just huggers. So she like, I gotta basically tell them to take it out. Basically, that's what she said. She said, that's how many bodies she getting. So when you guys think that women in leaving the United States, that these sisters ain't getting bodies, they getting bodies, man. They are getting bodies. They throwing that coochie out there more than Oprah Winfrey gave away cars. So all these sisters that trying to pretend like they shy and we're out here for the culture, they getting dick down in these other countries. And here's the kicker. They don't like the quality that they're getting. These sisters are used to the quality of you brothers back in the States. So they're thinking that, okay, if I go to other countries, I'm going to get that same quality. But you're going to hear from these sisters that even went to Africa and even some that went to Dubai. And you're going to hear what took place with them. But I'm going to let her finish telling her story about after her vibrator broke. So she figured, like she going to say, the orgasm got stuck up in there and she needed somebody to take it out.
Stuck up in there and I need help to get it out. And so
Wanda, I'm gonna try to corral you just a little bit.
I love it. So it's not
it's real.
Bam, bam,
it's real.
Bam, but it's just like, I need a penis and you're here. And that's what people do, right?
So in your group, just yesterday, I think, we had a quick conversation. Wanda has a Facebook group called Black Women Digital Nomad Entrepreneurs, which I'm a member of. And I would recommend joining the group if you are a Black woman digital nomad entrepreneur or if you want to be. But in the group yesterday, we had a conversation about women saying that they're not getting attention from men, but you're not having the problem getting attention from men. You're just having a problem getting
No, because again, like I'm just a regular ass. I'm not light skinned. I'm not dark skinned. I'm just like middle of the road Black woman. And a lot of the men that come to Asia are looking for Asian women.
Yes.
And then a lot of the dudes, the Black men that come here, they be on there, whatever. They're not necessarily looking for a Black woman either. No. They're open to whatever. Mm-hmm. And some won't even look at you. So it's not that I couldn't get attention. Wait, what is it? It's not that I was getting attention. It's that the ones that I was able to get attention from.
The Germans, right? It's the Germans and the Dutch.
It wasn't Germans. A couple dudes from Israel. We was on a date and he's trying to get into Palestine.
What? Okay.
He's trying to debate Israel versus Palestine on the date.
No. Okay. What about, you said you were going to make Malaysian friends. Can you make Malaysian penis friends or not?
Girl, Muslim country, no. They will stare. Yeah. So this is also what happened in Malaysia. My first night here, I was on the strip. And the name.
Now, first night Malaysia, she's on the strip.
Because the sun isn't out. It's still hot, but the sun isn't out. And an Indian dude was like, how much? And I was like, for your mother? Like, how much for what? Who are you talking to? I have a selfie stick. What makes you think? I'm not making eye contact. I feel like people who are in that business.
There's a certain
solicit.
Yes.
I'm not looking at you. First of all, ew. First of all, super ew. You're somebody's uncle. You probably somebody's daddy. You look gross. So
now, I want you guys to notice something, real quick. Just real quick. You notice that rejection behavior. They bring it. Remember how I always say we're all children of habit, right? I always say that. How you are in the States is how you're going to be in another country. Always remind us of that. Now you can see this in the women. The way that they talk about and reject men in the States, you see how she takes that to Malaysia. She's taking it to Europe. She took it to Cambodia. And you're going to notice that pattern all throughout. And you see that these other sisters are laughing like kiki kaka, just like in the States. We're all children of habit. They think that they can go to other countries and that it's going to change. It's going to be better. Dating is going to be better. Life is going to be better. But if you haven't changed as a person, you'll still be disrespectful. Now, you guys notice when you come to most of South America and you approach a woman, do you notice that most of these South American women, they still, even if they have somebody, they're still respectful. They're still soft-spoken. They still say they're not interested in a feminine way. I have spoken to some of the most diva women ask for a dance. I mean diva, like you can't tell me nothing. I'm the most beautiful one in the room type of divas, right? And they still, even if they weren't interested or their boyfriend, they feel like their boyfriend wouldn't let them dance, they would still be respectful because that's the habit that they have. So in most countries where us men go to, we are respected. But where most of these sisters are going to, they not only disrespect us back in the States, they take that same nasty ass attitude. Who the, no, okay. Can any of you guys in the chat name any country that you've been to where women go, no, other than the United States? Name one country. I can't name none. One country that just, girl, no, none. But women in the United States. Gross. He said UK. Okay, we got one country. He's absolutely correct. Another westernized country. Canada probably like that too. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Shout out to you brothers for that. Shout out to you, Navigator, for being here. You too, Theo. But for the most part, like Andrew, like most of you guys, zero. In other words, these women didn't pick up that habit from women in the other countries that they're visiting. They picked up that habit in the States, and they're taking it to other countries and treating other men that way. She got mad at this dude. You got your ass out there on, she already said, I'm out here on the strip. What are you doing out there on the strip by yourself as a woman, knowing that every other woman out there that's by herself, she's selling something? So what the hell you out there for, Miss Selfie Stick? If you hang out where hoes go, what do you think men who have been drinking or maybe smoking something, what are they gonna think of you? You a hoe. You own the whole strip. Gross. No, that's another reason why it's so hard for women, especially our sisters in other countries, because they take that same nasty ass attitude and that same nasty ass behavior, and there's nothing feminine about them. And if you're looking for a feminine woman on this video, you ain't gonna see it. I'm gonna say that again. If on this whole video, I think it might be one. On this whole video, you ain't gonna find nothing too feminine on this video. So y'all can forget about expecting that part. Just expect some modern women on this whole video. And it's a shame that this woman is in other countries talking to these men the exact same way and talking about these men the exact same way that they do in the States. The other thing that you'll notice, that they are hella picky. No matter what group of men that they say, well, what about you want to get some Cambodian penis? Nah. Okay, what about the German dudes? Nah. Okay, what the hell are you doing in these people's country for? You got a broken vibrator, you're a freak, and you ain't trying to have no sex with none of the dudes around you. And she about to say, and the brothers ain't checking for us. We about to get to that part in a second. She's about to say that the brothers Y'all don't check for them. They say black. She said black men, when they come to Thailand and when they come to the Middle East, y'all don't even look at black women from the States. I know I don't. Never have, never will. I'll be cool with a couple of them. Like if I meet some down here and they can be cool with me, I put them all in the friend zone. But he said, well, black men are not approached and assumed to be right. To be bro hookers. Right. She said she was, and she was offended. Yeah. What are you out here on the strip for at night? By yourself. Montreal isn't bad. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's real good to hear. At least Montreal is decent. He's, I guess, westernized countries are all the same. They are, man. They really are. Yeah, I saw most countries, even if a woman rejects you, man, it's such a respectful rejection. You got to accept it. It's like, all right, well, thank you very much. You keep it pushing. Yep. She on the track. Belonging to the streets. He said, Dre, you don't have a drink to see that she's a gardener. He said, you don't have to have a drink to know she's a garden too. Come on, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sick with it. He said, sick with it. Yo, let me make sure I get the yo part off in there. Yeah, man. I'm with you, brother. Thank you guys for supporting with the PayPal. Thank you, Stefano. Simp alert. Yep. And she wants you just showed three feminine women. They're such a lady. He said, I'm here in UK. Jamie said it's growing, man. He said it's getting worse and worse. It's growing. She probably cries at night. You think they don't? Man, this is a video that if you cut off all the sound and just look at their facial expressions and look in their eyes, you looking at some hurting sisters, dog. That's why I said I didn't know how I was gonna really go about this video, because there's so much pain in the eyes of these ladies and in their conversations that you like one sister gonna tell she was lonely while everybody else had somebody. She was the only one that didn't have anybody. She said she had spent the whole day with these people, and not to spend the whole day touring the city and everything, everybody coupled up and left her sitting right there. The only person, a sister, sitting there by herself while everybody else coupled up eating. Man, it's hard out there for the sisters in them streets, man. Being a passport sis, it ain't. I'm for real. Because a lot of African women in countries are hookers, and that is true. Yeah, that's true too. So she really ain't got no business in the streets. He said, brothers are not supposed to check for American women overseas. That is so true. So true. When I be seeing sisters come over here, I be waiting for the Afro-Colombian brothers to go smash this one. Go on, smash her, bro. Go on, smash her. He said, I never look at black women. Yep. In and out of America, KKK. That's serious. Yep. So true. So true. Let's get ready to continue on. Uno says, I bet the sister from the States won't act up no more in Dubai. For real. The one that got arrested. That's serious. Trying to rent a car, yelling at those people. Okay. You in the wrong. You must think you in the States. They locked her ass up fast.
So there's Indians, Chinese, and Muslim Malay people.
Okay.
Ain't nobody trying to dish it out. And
Okay.
a lot of them are shorter than me. It's like you can't even climb this tree, let alone shake it. And then there's the Nigerians. And
so she said,
did you try dating on the road?
So I honestly, going into it, really didn't think about it at all. And I remember one of my good friends was like, "Did you pack condoms?" And I was like, "What?" Like, it didn't even occur.
Now, what do I always say about women, guys? Women who travel should pack more condoms than men. Because you got, ladies, if you're listening to me, you should be packing more condoms than a man ever would for traveling. There is no way in hell a man should have more condoms than a woman. I don't care if you ain't fucking nothing. You may eventually end up smashing something like this young lady just said. She said a friend asked her, "Did you pack some condoms?" And she said, "Nah, girl, I don't." And then you're going to end up hearing that she ended up getting smashed the whole trip she was out of the country. Her whole trip, she was hooking up with people. When you going to listen to her, she going to say, "I had to go back to my Airbnb to get some rest. And then I went back to the streets." But she didn't bring no condoms because she didn't expect to hook up with anybody. Ladies, just because you don't expect to get that coochie up or get a face full of nut, that don't mean that you ain't gonna get a face full of nut. Bring some condoms. What are you doing? Let's go on back to the video.
Occurred to me. And then while I was there, like, just like I said, I was more social than I normally would be. And so I was just meeting people out, both locals and other tourists. And so it sort of happened organically. So yes, I did date while I was on the road, but that wasn't ever like really a part of my thought process. It just kind of happened.
But it happened, so yay, because
it happened.
You know, you once again might be an outlier for our research. Okay, so when the dating happens, did it happen more with locals or with foreigners?
Mostly with foreigners.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where were most of these foreigners from? Was there any one place where you ended up attracting a lot of people from that country?
No, definitely wasn't one country.
It definitely wasn't one country hitting it.
There was actually not even one region. Like, you know, there were people from all over the world.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was more like, oh, we're vibing. Like, we're hanging out with this group. Let's, you know, do something by ourselves.
Let's do something by ourselves.
That's
Why,
awesome.
Sheeta, did you find, Sheeta, that you were getting attention from somebody from one particular region?
I feel like we've had this talk and, you know, I wasn't getting any attention. So, like, there was nothing. I
don't believe you. It's because I don't believe you.
I went on one Tinder date because I am not traveled solo most of the time, didn't go out at night, and I'm not a hang out with groups of people person. So I didn't meet people.
So here we go. We got a chick right here, a sister, no chick, this beautiful, lovely lady that we often speak of, Rashida. She's one of the hostesses. She uses Tinder around the world. You're going to hear her talk about her Tinder profile a few times. But she doesn't go out. But she doesn't like hanging out with people. What did I mention last week about people that don't need to be leaving the United States? If you are a shy person, keep your ass at home. This planet ain't for you. That corporation known as the United States, that's where you belong. Shy people, you don't need to be out here. Some of y'all dudes do that. They will come down here and spend 90% of their time in their Airbnb. And I'm not talking about in there hooking up with chicks. I'm talking about, I know dudes that come down here and spend most of the time being reclusive. You could have stayed home for that. You had to spend all that money and that time flying all the way down here to Colombia just to sit up in an Airbnb or hotel room by yourself 90% of the time, unless I call you to come hang out. Stay home. Same thing for you ladies. It's same thing for you dudes that's just, you know, you just egotistical. I don't dance. We want to wallflowers. I'm Mr. Cool. I just stay here and nod my head. You two cool dudes, keep your happy ass at home. This world ain't made for two cool dudes. That's some US shit. You can do all that. I'm cool, wallflower, laid back, or just bob in the corner. I'm just laid back. It's just me. I'm just a cool dude. You know, I'm just Mr. Suave. All that Mr. Suave shit, You can be all that. You be all, like the military says, be all that you can be in the States. Because this world is made up of people that socialize and get to know each other and hang out and converse. And me and Andre were just talking. I'm going to say something to you guys before we go to the video. I just asked Andre a question as I was putting together and piecing this video together, because the way they did it, they didn't have the lips going with the words. It was horrible. I literally had to take this whole video apart, put it back together to where the words matched the lips. She couldn't even edit it correctly. So I had to literally re-edit this video. Hour and a half. While they kept talking about Tinder kept coming up. I asked Andre, I said, Andre, I got a question for you. Do Colombian women and men use Tinder like we do? Like we do in the States, swipe right. I said, do y'all just use dating apps? Do y'all go into each other's DMs like we do in the States? And she didn't understand what I was saying for a minute. She was like, what do you mean using Tinder? I said, well, guys come here, they use Tinder, they swipe and meet the females. And this. She said, Andre, that's just pay for play and girls that want to scam guys. Most Colombians are not on Tinder. She said, Colombian men don't look for Colombian women on Tinder. That's not what we do here. She said, this is a connect culture. You meet a cool taxi cab driver or Uber driver. He introduced you to a spot. Somebody in there introduced you to 3 chicks. That's how Colombia, and I noticed that's how Colombia works. Everybody, I'm introducing dudes. Hey, you get her number, dog. I'm introducing dudes to women. Because now I'm down here in this country and I'm seeing the habit that they have. And I never noticed. Colombians don't use plenty of fish. It's down here. They don't go in each other DMs. They don't hit up each other on Facebook. You never hear Colombian men talk about, man, I met this chick on Tinder. Colombian men don't talk like that. So that's just a public service announcement. If you think Colombians do what we do, they don't. Tinder, Andre says Tinder is for pay for play girls and for girls that want to scam you. That's it. Because the regular Colombian people, they never use social media. We just connect each other, just network. What's my point? If you one of them dudes that's so damn cool, so I'm Mr. Suave in the corner, can't nobody talk to you, you the dude that's so laid back, you either come down here, do pay for play, or keep your ass home. Because regular Colombians don't fuck with you. I'm gonna say that again. They don't fuck with you. All you super cool dudes, just too cool for the world. You just laid back in the corner. I'm just kind of aloof, dog. I'm just, I'm one of the dark, quiet types, dog. I'm just too cool. You do that shit at home, bro. Don't do that shit here in Colombia. Don't come down here and you say you're gonna hang with me and you want them to dudes that's too damn cool to talk to some females and I'm introducing you to them. You keep your happy ass right in the brothel or take your ass back home. I mean that one. That's for real. You too cool dudes, man. And you shy ass dudes. Y'all get on my last nerve. How you gonna come to another country and you shy? You weren't too shy to get your ass on that plane. You weren't too shy to bring condoms and cologne down here. You might as well use it. You got cologne? Use it. You got condoms? You might as well use them, bro. You got them. So much swirling and interracial dating for these sisters. Yeah, man. She was throwing it around. She said, it wasn't just one country. It wasn't just one region. We'll just be hanging out. And then all of a sudden, hey, I like you. We have something in common. I like you. You like me. Let's do something private. And she just was throwing that coochie out there and she didn't know it. I ain't mad at her. I'm happy she exploring and enjoying herself. I just wish she would have did what her friend told her. Bring some condoms. So let's look at it for what it is. The sister already said when she first started talking, she ain't think to bring no condoms. So she ain't had no condoms with her, right? Do you think that all the white boys that was running up in her had condoms? All the brothers from them locations had condoms. Remember she said different regions and different countries. So while we think that these sisters out here being Miss Innocent, Miss Goody Two Shoes, just being Miss I'm businesswoman, I am a digital nomad, I'm an expat, you out there hoeing with no condoms. You just said you ain't bring none. So you can't tell me every dude that you let smash from the beach, every dude that you met in a club half drunk, after you got done giving him head, he reached into his wallet and pulled out a condom. You know we don't believe that lie. These sisters out here doing it, man. They out here doing it. I know, right? Yep. I caught that too. I caught that they like to use that colorful language. Last to get married, first to get divorced. Yep. Y'all calling it. He said, anybody have advice to for my friend who thinks that she'd find happiness from a guy from Dubai? I tell her she would be used, but she has romanticized version of the area. I hate to say it, Law Dog. She gonna have to experience that for herself, like many of us had, when it comes to certain situations. Keep her encouraged, keep her in your prayer list. But if she's already romanticized the location, basically you can't tell her nothing, brother. Basically you can't tell her nothing. Shout out to you. Tinder, oh yeah, she got you stupid. Oh, we got 90 people in the chat. Make sure 90 people click that like button. Shout out to Theo. He said in Japan, he said the average black woman was entirely isolated. No dates whatsoever. I think one of the women are going to mention that too. I forget which one, but yeah. Ain't nobody be trying to deal with sisters around the world, man. Sisters forget. People be seeing them on World Star. People see them in hip hop videos. People see how they embarrass themselves on stage, like the Meg Thee Stallion. You, Meg, I got news for you. Or Megan, you can't twerk on every stage. They complaining about they're not going to bring Megan Thee Stallion back to the Essence Festival because, girl, you out there with people, grandmama. You can't be twerking in front of people, grandmama. This the Essence Festival, girl. God dang. Y'all messed up the Essence Festival. That's the only place grandmama could go to go see some major concerts. Grandmama, you would say, I want to see my Frankie Beverly and Maze, and I want to see my girl Mary J. And y'all done messed up the Essence Festival. Mary J been doing Essence for dang near 20 years. She ain't never twerked on that stage. You ain't never seen Frankie Beverly and Maze or Earth, Wind and Fire or Cameo pull out some girls twerking on stage in front of your grandmama in the Essence Festival and your older aunties. And here we go, Megan Thee Stallion twerking her ass off. Man, these sisters a trip, man. I swear I don't miss the stage. So I ain't even lie to y'all brothers, man. Y'all can have my share of all that. She invited dudes over to smash. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't know if she's gotten to that point, but she's going to get to the point where she talks about that she had to literally go back to her Airbnb just to sit her ass down somewhere, and then she went back to them streets. She brings dudes over to get smashed, and she don't want anybody to know. Yep. It's crazy, man. Crazy. He said, exactly, who wants to dance? Y'all would drag your ass out on the floor and pull that off. Yep. He said, not gonna lie, I did that in a club in Cali. Yeah, that wallflower victory. That wallflower, that shit is not gonna work here in Colombia. Y'all get your ass out. If them Colombian women come ask y'all to dance, get your ass out there with your two-step because they love showing off and showing you how to dance. The best thing you are in Colombia, especially in Cali, a bad dancer. Do you know how many numbers you can get if you are a bad dancer or if your Spanish is bad in Cali, Colombia? Or just Colombia in general. I like what my boy Domain said. Domain, who teaches me Spanish, and he has a Spanish YouTube channel, Let's Learn Spanish. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check it. Domain said, women it used to be so easy to get women when my Spanish was bad. He said, now they can tell, oh, no, you know Spanish too good. You just a regular dude now. He said, but when my Spanish was just like kind of like iffy, he said, man, they thought it was just the cutest thing in the world. Same thing with you brothers on the dance floor. Get your ass out there. Because I'm telling you, them women think it's the cutest, funnest. You down to earth, you cool. Get your ass on that dance floor, man. Trying to be Mr. Suave. Y'all keep that suave shit back in the States. Believe you me. That ain't gonna work here in Colombia. People, grandmama gonna be asking y'all, man. It ain't even about the club. Even the females that you cool with in this Christmas, and they say, what you doing tonight? Nothing. Come on, hang out with my family for Christmas. Grandmamas and aunties and everybody gonna have your ass, the kids. Everybody gonna be expecting you to get your ass on that dance floor with your regular messed up feet, 2 steps. And everybody's gonna have a ball and have a good time. That's how I started. Everybody always like, man, Dre, how'd you learn how to dance? Grabbing aunties and grandmas and cousins and the friends and everybody, going to all the family events. So by the time I went to the clubs, I was good. And I still got a long way to go. They should be in Europe. At least German dudes are down to F. The other sister said she don't like the German dudes. The first sister with the afro, she said she don't like the German dudes, and she said, I'm not gonna lie. At least your confessions of a true brother, Vic. I appreciate that, bro. He said, Badu in Colombia. Yeah. Yeah. You got your girl Beyonce supposed to be coming down here soon to Colombia. She's going to do a concert in Bogota. She hasn't already done it. But it's either supposed to be this month or next month. Most people that meet their spouse through family, friends, church. Yeah, here in Colombia, church, school, work, not dating apps. That is so true. I don't know if you guys knew that, but Colombia is not a dating app country. Even though some of you guys may say, well, I met a Colombian date. Yeah, you met her in the States, right? While you was in the States and you use your dating app, right? And you got to know her, she got to know you. But that's not the norm when you get off that plane and you're here. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing to meet somebody on a dating app. You're in one country and they're in another country. That's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's one thing. But once you're here in Colombia, you can't just pull out a dating app and think, okay, I'm gonna meet the quality women. It doesn't work like that here in Colombia. Everything is not, once you're here, boots on the ground, now it's time to meet people face to face. And a lot of you dudes are like me. You set up all these dates when you was in the States, and then as soon as you got here, I ain't hook up with none of them people. I ain't hook up with none of them women, dude. Once I got down here, man, I was meeting so many women in Medellin face to face. I was like, oh man, I did meet all the women and talk to them for 4 months thinking I'm pre-gaming. My bad. I ain't meet none of them. I think maybe one. She right, 100%. At least she being honest. He said, I don't look for women on Tinder, either overseas or in the States. True. Taxi drivers have taken me to places where I can meet women at those recommended spots in Colombia. True. There's always somebody that connects you to somebody. That's why I often say down here, if a female put you in a friend zone down here, oftentimes you be like, okay, hook me up with your cousin. And you be like, okay, cool. Where they put you in the friend zone in the States, you stuck there forever. He said Tinder works great in Europe. Shout out to Europe. He said Bumble and Hinge. Like I mentioned, for all you guys that use the pregame before you come down to Colombia, yeah, but for real, when you are in the States and you're meeting women online, you can meet some quality women. Yes, you can. I kid you not. You can meet some scammers, but you can meet some quality women too. But once you're here, let's say you got 5 days, you're in a rush. So you're trying to get past all the decent women. You're trying to get whoever's trying to give you that booty tonight. So now you're trying to meet party girls or pay for play. So that's what the universe gives you while you're on Tinder, while you're on Bumble, while you're on Hinge, while you're here in Colombia or here in Brazil or whatever it may be. Because that's what you're looking for. That's what the universe is giving you. You bought a yellow car, you start noticing yellow cars. Same thing it is when it comes to Colombia. I kid you not. Because you find yourself in like I've got a 7-day window, you're in a rush. So all of a sudden the universe start giving you party girls. You don't meet the good, you like, ain't no good women online. You didn't gravitate to those. You didn't give those women a chance because you figure that if I'm only here for 5 days, why would I give one good woman a chance when I can smash 4 party girls? Right? That's how a lot of us think. Why would I meet one good woman or 2 good women when I can smash 4 or 5 party girls? Or 2 party girls and 3 pay-for plays? And so that's why a lot of times guys don't meet good women online because they feel like, well, I don't have no time for them. I like what some of you guys be saying. Y'all be like, well, good women clingy. They're not clingy. That's called passion. That's called desiring you. We ain't used to women desiring us. We ain't used to that. It's sad. We call desiring us clingy. Colombian women, they can be clingy. No, they desire you. They want to get to know you. They want to spend time with you. Sorry. Jay Fleming in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to that brother's channel. Jay in the building. He said, guys, you have to remember, they want you just as much. Thank you very much, brother. They want you just as much as you want them. Absolutely correct. And guys do not realize that. I think Jay wants more brothers. This is a statement. I kid you not. Before you come down to South America again, that last part, you need to staple that on your computer. You need to put that on your mirror. That should be somewhere where you see it all the time. Because until men come to this reality of what Jay just said, that's gonna keep the pay-for-play game going the way that it is. And pay-for-play has existed since the dawn of time. Don't get me wrong. But that doesn't mean that have to exist since the dawn of time in my life. These women want you just as much. He is not lying. I always try to hype you dudes up, man. Try to get you dudes to realize, man, these women desire, want, and I'm not talking about they just want a green card. Stop listening to women in the States. I'm talking about us, men. They want us. Men, black men are good men are in demand around the world. We're a hot commodity, man. And for us to be treating these women like they're diamonds when you're the diamond, man, please, I wish I would. Touche. Touche, he say, very first time that I saw your brown eyes. Yeah, man. Get on out there on that dance floor. She'll be at the hospital when she gets back to the U.S. Yeah, for real. Because she didn't contracted something. Shout out to Peter in the building. Peter says, social skills in person is not robotic. Virtual only fans rip off. You got to meet people. You got to be face to face. Absolutely correct, Pete. You have to. And that's what Colombia is. I think that's one of the things that I do like about Colombia. It's that old school approach in the gym, approach in the grocery store, approach like it was when we was in high school. Come on, fellas. Remember when we was in high school? I know my Generation X, shout out to Generation X, when you were like 12, 13, 15, 16. Y'all just had a couple dollars for some chips, some sodas, and y'all hanging out in the mall. Ain't nobody buying nothing for real. And y'all see the girls hanging out in the mall. And then you had a little game saying, let's see who can get the most numbers in the next hour. So y'all just kind of like break up and y'all just meet all these girls in different spots. And then you got 4 or 5 phone numbers. This other brother got 5. Mr. Suave with your boy who got the green eyes, he got like 8 phone numbers. That's how it is in Colombia. It's old school like that. That traditional old school walk up to a woman type of thing. The only thing that's different about Colombia when walking up to women, it's not common to walk up to a woman in public like on the streets. Like she walking down the street, you walking down the street, you like, damn, she fine. That is not common. But indoors in a building is very common. Colombian women are extremely, extremely approachable, except for out and about in public places. That's where they're not, because they don't know who to trust. They don't know if I could trust you, if you're a creep or if you're a crazy person. But in indoors, in enclosed places like malls, grocery stores, the gym, church, stuff like that, the club, they're very approachable. Very, very approachable. He said, I'm 52, a DJ, and have social skills to serve in the reserve. That's right. Gotta have them social skills. Absolutely correct, brethren. Let's get ready to get back to the video, guys. I could follow you guys' chats for the longest. You guys are good. All right, let's get back to the video real quick. Let's let her finish. She's talking to the next woman. Like I said, this woman here, she is the opposite of the other ladies. She has only been on she's lived outside the country, has only been on 1 or 2 Tinder dates. You cannot lock yourself in and expect the rest of the world to come knocking on your door. It doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna slide this back just a little bit. We can hear what she has to say.
Region?
I feel like we've had this talk and, I wasn't getting any attention. So like there was nothing. I
don't believe you. It's because I don't believe you.
I went on 1 Tinder date because I am not traveled solo most of the time, didn't go out at night, and I'm not a hang out with groups of people person. So I didn't meet people. Mm-hmm. So this is the good advice you need to take from JC is like find people you can bond with. I was like, oh, it's after 6. It's time to sit in my apartment.
It's funny to say that because that's like the way that I am in Airbnb or and I would have my alone time where I could just like refresh myself because I couldn't do it all the time. And I went back and forth there. And so, yeah, when I was social, I met people. Go figure.
Okay. Kind of take in the places. I'm a little more well-traveled now, so I may give it a try the next time. And then like in Jamaica, you don't even have to do that because the men are holding your hands, walking you across the street. You're just treated like a queen in certain places anyway. But no dating.
This isn't specifically dating related, but another related question. Did you get lonely while you were traveling?
I got lonely one time in all that travel. And I remember the moment. So when I was in Casablanca, I don't remember the name of the restaurant. It was gorgeous. And there was so many people there linked up. So it was a group of people and I had been on tour with them. But for some reason, I ended up at the table by myself. And it was the first time I was like, I'm alone. I'm by myself. There's no one here at my table. And I normally go out to eat by myself. I'm very comfortable. Mm-hmm. But that moment, I thought this is something you would really want to share with me. Mm-hmm. And it just was a loneliness that overcame me. And you know what I did? I took a picture of it. And then I had the waiter take a picture of me because I wanted to kind of remember that I wanted to remember that, every moment of this experience is not going to be so favorable, but it's a blessing. So I captured the moment and I still have that picture and I look at it every now and then. And I don't know.
You are an idiot. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by. She was all by herself. Everybody who she hung out, she said they did tours together and they hung out with each other. all day long, right? But when it was time to sit down and eat, everybody dispersed in groups, and she was all by herself. Hello, is it me you're looking for? She was all by herself, like, dang, girl. So didn't nobody want to sit with you. And we talk about the Casablanca. Now, one thing I can say, y'all ready for this? You got to give respect to these ladies. They out there traveling. Are they not out there traveling? These women are not just talking about 1 or 2 countries. They are out here traveling. So I got to give them respect where respect is due. Secondly, they out there handling business. All these women are digital nomads and have been expats off and on. So I got to respect them for all that they're accomplishing, that I hope that that encourages many of us who want to do this to go out here and try it as well, because these women are they out there doing this. So we got to respect that part at least. Shout out to Pablo Fresh Cabar in the building, Mr. Blue Book himself. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys subscribe to that brother's channel. Without a doubt, the man, the myth, the legend. All right. They are spreading themselves around. Yeah, they are. The one thing I can respect, they aren't just Colombia, Thailand, Costa Rica. These women are getting stamps. They getting stamps. They ain't playing. Wait till you got sisters that's about to come up. They all off in South Africa. They all off in Uganda. They out there doing it. I gotta respect these sisters, because they're actually out there taking care of business. Let's go to these super chats real quick. Don't want to forget about you, brethren. Arthur Will is in the building. I don't forget about you, Will. Will said, Puff, he said, Puff, the tragic dragon flying overseas. You think I was going to get that, did you? She rides the sea carousel in the pool of STDs. Hey, Will, you got to be old enough to get that one. Get that joke. I ain't mad at you. I got that one. Oh, my goodness. Y'all brothers coming. Shout out to you for the super chat, Will. Oh, wait. He said, Sid in the building looking clean with it. Sid says, Latin America is a social culture, not a cold stand-off culture. Absolutely correct. Of the Anglo-North American, he said, of the Anglo-North American culture. Absolutely correct. Yeah, he's absolutely correct. It is very, very social down here. It really is. It's just like that. I mean, you got people like Andrea. Andrea is kind of like a quiet to herself, kind of like laid back personality. But Andrea is out there dancing, having a good time. Parties always out with the girls, just having a great time. Me and her girls and my boy Scotty, shout out to Scotty, we hung out this weekend, had a great time. So she has that social side. We were with her family. Andrea is always out on the dance floor, but Andrea by herself is kind of like a quiet spirit. She's really just a quiet, laid back spirit. And so some of you guys are like that. But when you out and about in South America, bruh, if you in public, that private you, be shy and quiet in private. But in public, that shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. It's just too many people that are very sociable, very friendly out here in Colombia. We got 102 people in the live stream. Make sure you guys click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. Thanks again, Sid, and my man Anthony, and in the building with the $1 for the love of the game. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Quoting my man, the lead attorney. Shout out to him. But yeah, the sister was out there. She's doing her thing. And then you got the other sister that was like all by herself, all alone. And she said, well, I'll start dating next time. I'm going to tell you, brother, something for real. Life doesn't guarantee any of us a next time. If you are here in Colombia, or you're in Mexico, or Belize, I don't care. Take advantage of that moment. Realize, men with passports, we are a rare rare breed. You guys, I don't think we because we converse with other men with passports, because we talk about women with passports, we have a tendency of thinking that our movement in the pool of people is larger than what we think it is. There are not that many black men with passports outside the military. There's not that many white dudes that use their passports because of inflation and recessions. Women scared to use a passport. So guys, I'm telling you, take advantage. When you go to these countries, enjoy yourself. I don't care if it's with party girls, regular girls, pay for play, brothels, doing a tour, getting you if it's the first time that you decide that you say, you know what, I want to go horseback riding, go for it. If you're a person, get a calm horse. If you're a person that wants to say, you know what, I've always want to go and see some of those snow-capped mountains, go see them. If you're a person that wants to learn a new language or take some cooking classes and get you one of those South American meals that you can take back to the States with you, that you can cook it for yourself, whatever it is. But I'm telling you, we are rare. Take advantage of it. Most Americans are losing their minds, self-deleting in the States. At least we know this, fellas. We know this. If we get stressed out enough, we got a passport to say, let me get the hell out of here for the weekend. I'm not about to deal with these stresses of life too much longer. My son driving me crazy. This is his mama weekend to get him. I'm up out of here. We know how to get away from what's stressing us out. Most Americans don't know how to do that. We are very, very fortunate. Very fortunate. So when that sister said, well, next time I'll start dating, there's no guarantee that life is going to give her a next time. I'm not wishing evil on any of us. What I'm saying is take advantage of the moments of life. Ride this motherfucker till the wheels fall off, till the wheels set on fire. Ride it like it's a drag strip. Let's go. Ride it like a track race. Do your best, but ride it to win. I'm telling you, man, because we are so rare. I feel so fortunate. Dude, not even 20 years ago. Oh, it's got to be 30 years now. 30 years. 30 years ago, 25 years old. I'm in a federal prison. I haven't even done half my bit yet. I'm only on year 4. I'm reading books about countries that I've visited. I'm just reading books and magazines of that country and Cuba and Puerto Rico, and I'm meeting guys from Panama, and I'm meeting people from parts of Africa. I never thought I'd be going to these places. I'm walking the track, the prison track, with dudes that were part of the cartel here in Colombia. That's how I know it. I didn't know about no damn Colombia cartel through no Netflix. Wasn't no Netflix. All I know is these dudes in the cartel, they was locked up in the feds, and they telling me all about what was going on in their home country called Colombia. That's how I knew about Colombia. In the feds. And to actually be out here and living. Dude, I watched a documentary on a salsa in 2016. It was 2012. Watched a documentary on the salsa band. And I said, man, I would like to go to that city. They said they're from Cali, Colombia. I would like to go see. I've heard about Colombia before. It's Cali, Colombia? I never knew if there was a Cali, Colombia. California. I never thought in a million years I would actually be living in the same city that the Grupo Nietzsche from Cali, Colombia, and I watched their documentary while I was on a treadmill in Indiana, in Fort Wayne. Brothers, we are fortunate. And when I say brothers, I mean all of us from every walk of life. If you got a passport, you a passport brother, you a blue book gentleman. I'm telling you, it ain't a bunch of us out here in the States. We one of the few groups that know how to have stress relievers by using our passports and going to other countries. So when this sister said that, I was like, man, sis, you should have took advantage of the moment. Do not let moments of life pass you by. Yo, ride till the wheels fall off for real. Cause that's what I'm doing. I'm riding this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall off. He said, you know, it's a classic show when you fall asleep with Andre on the live stream. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I ain't mad at you, bro. Here's the information in regards to consultations. If you guys want to reach out to me, there we go. Thanks, Stefano. I appreciate you, brother. And there's the information out there in regards to reaching out to me in regards to the consultations. The other thing that I'm adding to the consultations starting this week is, how do you get your money back after all the taxes that you've paid in other countries? Yes, a lot of us keep forgetting to save our receipts. Take your cell phone. If you go to a restaurant, if you go to a bar, wherever you go, take a photo of your receipts. Why? Because there's a way for you to get all the taxes back that you paid, whether it was for shoes or whatever, an event, a club you went into, whatever it is, you get your taxes back to whatever country that you go to for the most part, because you don't live in that country. So a part of the consultation is going to be how you do that. It's very simple. I showed a brother about a year ago how to do it. And it's not a scam or nothing. He just didn't know that we were able to do it. A lot of people that leave Europe think about that. Like, oh, let me go get my tax refund for all the money, all the stuff that I paid tax for. I bought a purse for my girl. I got me a new pair of shoes, bought me some colognes, all the taxes on that. I get that money back. But we keep forgetting to do it when we come to South America. You get all that money back, all your little, if it's some people, maybe $10, $15, but that's your $10, $15 in tax money. For some people, I remember one time mine was like, they gave me like $100 something back because they charged me taxes on my flight ticket. And I had bought flight tickets while I was in Colombia. I bought flight tickets from Cali to Cartagena. And because I used a Colombian airline and I paid taxes, I got that $100 something back at the airport, heading back to the States. Kid you not. So yeah, and some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Creator Only in the building for the super chat. He said, I pray. He said, I pray to be there later this year. Oh yeah, that's what's up, brother. He said, and visit your dentist king. One of my partners just left here yesterday, got his teeth done. He said, man, I did not know it was this inexpensive, Dre. I said, I told you. I mean, his teeth looking good too, looking good as mine. I said, he didn't say nothing. He just got the dentist information. He said, well, I got a dentist appointment. I'm like, well, he may go and get his teeth cleaned and so forth. And he was at the airport in Miami. We was doing FaceTime. I say, see, your head all right, brother? You good? Everything fine? And as he's talking, all I'm seeing is just teeth shining. I said, you got your teeth done? He said, yeah, man, I got the veneers, bro. He said, man, I didn't know they were this expensive here. He said, yeah, now I'm looking good and feeling good. I said, I see you, man. You're looking real good. So, yeah, man, get your teeth done. Even if you get them clean, even if you don't get veneers, come to Colombia and get your teeth cleaned. It's so inexpensive, and they do thorough job when it comes to whitening. Just your regular teeth. He said, peace and love always, and a pleasure to get that wisdom. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you too, brother. Appreciate you too. He said, I didn't know that. I would save my receipts. Yeah. And the reason why I say take a screenshot of them, because sometimes you just miss, you forget to keep your paper receipt, or you walk away from it, or you leave it in the hotel room. But you can even file for your money back even while you're back in the States. So you don't have to do it while you're here in Colombia. You just like people that do it from Europe, they don't have to do it while they're in Europe. They can. Andre and I are going to Europe. Everything that we eat, every place that we go, all our Airbnbs, everything that we pay taxes on, all the train rides, all of that, we can either file for it while we're there at their airport or train station, or we can actually wait till we come back to Colombia, file it here, and we still get that tax. We get that tax, all that tax refund put back on our card. Yep. And I've been forgetting to put it in the consultation. So I said, you know what, Andre, from now on, make sure you put that in the consultation. Let guys know. All right. Dental work in Mexico is cheap. Yeah, man. Dude, hey, fellas, Women love them teeth, man. Take care of them teeth, I'm telling you. Even if you got to get some replaced, repaired, if you got to get some teeth taken out, like I said, I need a root canal on one side and I need a filling on another side. Got that done and still was able to get the veneers. He said that's one of my priorities. Didn't get that last time. It was due to the spirit losing my bags. Oh yeah, man. Spirit. Let's get back to the video. We don't have to say too much about spirit. We know how they get. All right, here we go.
I tried dating in Honduras and Mexico, and I guess you could say I dated in Kuwait, but the person lived in an adjacent country, so I don't know if that counts. Mexico was easy. I wasn't successful, but it was like easy to get a date.
Honduras?
Not easy to get a date. I very much felt in Honduras that I needed to have blonde hair, blue eyes, and be many shades lighter to get any attention.
Did you feel like that in Honduras in general, or specifically when attempting to date?
Just when attempting to date.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily, because, until I opened my mouth, a lot of times people assumed I was Honduran because the Garifuna population there, it's not unusual to see people who look like me. But when it came to dating, that's when I felt there was a definite issue.
I'm dating is ghetto.
Okay, before we go off to her, the one sister just said, this was sister funny, the one that's coming up. The one sister said she tried to date in Kuwait and Honduras. And I think she said somewhere else in South America. Like I said, these ladies are getting around. That's the one thing you cannot deny. They getting them stamps for real, for real. But like she said, she felt like, I'm going to say this again. You're going to notice an ongoing theme with some of these ladies. They assume, they think like, they feel like. She said she felt like if she wasn't blonde and blue-eyed, she couldn't get any attention. Even though in Honduras, she said they thought she was from Honduras. So she blended in with the men and the women there as far as complexion. If you think nobody's going to come to you, the Bible says as a man or even a woman thinketh, so it is, so they are. If you think ain't nobody going to approach you, ain't nobody going to approach you. If you think that you are approachable, then people will approach you. A lot of these women are moving taking a westernized habitual mindset with them to other countries. Oh, you probably didn't say nothing to me because you only date white girls. The dude in Honduras probably just didn't like you because you didn't say anything or you didn't seem approachable at that moment. Just like the other girl that's interviewing her, the one in the yellow, she doesn't go out. She's not social. So why would a man approach a woman that doesn't go out or is not social? She says she's in her Airbnb by 6 o'clock. Who the hell travels the world to go to bed at 6 o'clock? So these women are taking the same assumptions that they have about us brothers when we date other cultures other than them. And they're taking that same mindset to other countries. So when nobody dates them, they're using the same feelings that they use towards us on men in other countries. He said they got the rest of it. Preach, Pastor. Pastor, if you don't preach, that's another thing. They got that resting bitch face. That's why they're not approachable. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And says Mexican women can be stunning too in Mexico City and Guadalajara. Yeah. Beautiful women down there. Really are. And says, dental work is cheaper in Mexico. You got all of South America and Central America you can enjoy. They are projecting. Yes, they are. Passport persona. You called it, brother. They are projecting. But they're doing it by habit. And that's why I want you guys to see this video for the most part. To see that they're taking the same habits of how they talk to men, think about men, behave around men that they do in the States, and they're taking it globally, and they're wondering why it's not working. Well, baby girl, what didn't work in the States, what makes you think resting bitch face is going to work globally? If you staying in your house at 6 o'clock at night didn't work in the States, what makes you think that's going to work in another country? If the one sister who was in Casablanca said, I'll try to date, if you didn't try while you was there, or you didn't try while you was in the States, no wonder you didn't try while you were in Casablanca. If anything, I want you guys to take away from this video, we're all of us are children of habit, and whatever fucked up habit you got in the States, I guarantee you will bring it to another country. And if it wasn't a habit that worked well for you in the States, it will not work well for you in other countries. Don't ever think that you can take a bad habit to another country and all of a sudden it's going to be considered a good habit. No. I'm not talking about alcohol and drugs and all that part. I'm talking about just behavior patterns. Like if you one of them dudes that don't smile in the States, you better cut that shit out. You better learn to smile in these other countries because they're countries that smile. If you don't talk to people when you walk past them in the States, you can't be here in South America and not speak to people walking past them. Are you fucking crazy? I see people down, I'll be walking, minding my business with my hoodie on, my hat pulled down, minding my business. I'm looking like the most dangerous thing on the street. And an old woman walked past me. Buenas noches. Buenas noches, señora. You're going to learn to speak. That's how it is in certain cultures. You can't be using the same habits that you had back home and think they're going to work. Because these sisters, every one of them, are a perfect example of psychological setups, psychological mind frames, in other words, they play mind games with themselves so much for so many years about men in the States, no matter what race or color, that they're doing the same shit that they did in the States outside the States. And you seeing a couple of them out there having a good time, enjoying their lives. If they want sex, they can get it. Why? They're being social. But the ones that's being uppity and stuck up and funny style like they did in the States, they ain't getting no dick. None. And they just complaining. Every single one of them. Let's continue on with the video. He said, bingo, Andre, Teddy Pendergrass song stated, you can't hide from yourself. That's true. That's a good song too. Shout out to Wayne. Yep, you can't hide from yourself. That's true. You can't, you the main component you take in on tour with you when you go to other countries. Andrew says, facts, you can't escape yourself. Bad habits travel. That's why I had to break bad habits before I came. Why? I'm a child of habit. If I bring some bad ones with me, guess what's going to happen? I told you guys about my bad habits all the time that I had when I was in the States. Man, I'm telling y'all, boy, the Andre y'all see now was not the Andre in the States. Completely different brother. Thank you, Jesus. Completely different brother. I had to go to therapy for certain things. I had to, man. I couldn't come here and think everything was going to be all right because I was going to fuck it up. And I knew it. I knew I was gonna fuck it up. After my first couple trips to Colombia, I was like, Andre, okay, if you're gonna move over there or move to any country, all right, let's get you some therapy. Why? Because if I took the old Andre from the States and brought him to Colombia, wouldn't have been no love crossing borders, because Andre would have left my ass a long time ago. Believe that. Shout out to my man Passport Persona. Salute to Dre and the chat. Salute to you too, brethren, for being here. And thank you for the super chat, brethren. He says, you have to be guarded with your personality in these states, man. Yep, you do. You really do, man. You have to be aware of who you are, how you behave, how you carry yourself, because it's going to translate to other countries. He said Andre was a sausage man. Yeah, man, I was out there bad, man, in the States, man. I was bad out there. Real bad. Some dudes say, yeah, I was bad. No. I was bad, and it was messing up my life. It was distracting and destroying a lot of stuff that I could have been creative with. That's how bad it was. So it wasn't a bad meaning good. It was bad meaning bad. It was an interruption of my, that shit, man. It wasn't worth it. All right, let's continue on. Let's hear what this next sister has to say. She's a cutie too.
Because the Garifuna population there, it's not unusual to see people who look like me. But when it came to dating, that's when I felt there was a definite issue.
Dating is ghetto worldwide. Worldwide. Around the globe.
Okay. Remember what I just said. Who is the common denominator in this whole scenario? She said dating is ghetto worldwide. No, boo. You're ghetto worldwide. The people that you attract might be ghetto worldwide, because that's what you attracted, was ghetto when you was in the States. Y'all, you see where I'm going with that, with your habits? Whatever you was attracted, whatever you was dealing with in the States, I'm telling you, dog, you're gonna attract that here in Colombia. If you never gave decent women a chance, for real, any real time in your life in the States, don't think you'll come to Colombia, you're gonna be, or Brazil or Thailand, and you're gonna meet a good woman. Hell no. You didn't give good women a chance in the States. The universe is gonna give you who you are. The universe will always do that. It's set up like a clock. Like attracts like. Like will always attract like. I didn't say same. Notice, I didn't say same, because you got like couples like me and Andrea. She's the laid back one, I'm the animated one. I didn't say same attracts same. I said like attracts like. What you are like, what you are into, what you gravitate to on a normal basis and you're comfortable with, that is normally what you are going to get in, no matter what dude. You can take your ass to Antarctica. The penguins that ain't shit gonna come to you because they realize that you gravitate to ain't shit people no matter what. You're gonna be looking like, why is the penguins that's always fighting coming my way? Because that's who you are in the States. I'm telling you, dudes, that's how the universe is set up. It's not like you can change. It's not like we can change the law of gravity, or we can take time and turn it back right now. It's just how it's set up. And one of the laws of the universe is like will always attract like. Your habits will always find you out, always. So be careful with what habits you develop, because they're going to chase you around the world. So when this female, what's the first thing that she does comes out of her mouth? Not talk about anything else. When it came to dating, it's ghetto. Around the world, it's ghetto. Really, sister? Really? And she's going to go into details, but I'm going to tell you something before we even get deeper. The most common denominator in all this, if you're telling me that you have traveled the world like many of these women have done, everybody ghetto? You talk about the dating arena is ghetto everywhere you've been? No, baby, that's you. You shout out to Steve. Absolutely, Steve. You attract who you are. Attracting ain't shit penguins. Yep, attracting ain't shit penguins has to be specialized skill. You be like, man, these damn penguins around me. All of you are in Antarctica. You'd have made it down there. You in the island of Georgia. You at the island of Georgia, and you thinking that the cool penguins gonna come your way where you can take some photos with penguins and shit. Nah, you got pink emperor penguins that's fighting other penguins over some bullshit. Why? Because that's what you use to bullshit people that fight over bullshit in your life, and bullshit ass penguins be coming your way, and you wondering why everybody else got the friendly ass penguins, like goddamn Chili the penguin, and you got the ragged ass penguins that want to fight and shit all over your shoe. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, like will always attract like. Let's get back to this sister, hearing what she talking about. The world is a ghetto. I just thought about that song. Oh my goodness. Let's go back a little bit with this sister. Let's see what she's talking about.
Well, to see people who look like me, but when it came to dating, that's when I felt there was a definite issue.
Dating is ghetto worldwide. Worldwide. Around
Facts.
the globe.
Facts.
The other sister says
Like,
facts.
I honestly had this in my head that, I thought dating in like North America was a challenge because of, like the media that we're exposed to, and just like the ideologies of like that Tinder has created, that, you have like this instant gratification and this abundance of options, so people don't take people seriously. So I thought that I'm on the other side of the planet now, and I'm going to be meeting people from Europe. I'm going to be meeting people from Asia. It's going to be very different. Where? Like, where are the different people? They don't exist. Okay, they just don't exist.
When people ask me, oh, how's the dating and such, I'm like, I mean, they're men. Like, men are men all over the world. It's the same. They're the same.
Okay, here we go. We got us a little slight. We got a little stab here. They're men. They're the same no matter where you go. It's ghetto. Hey, fellas, as I was watching this, I was listening to how the women talk about dating and relationships. Most of us men that have traveled, you ever notice that we don't talk about the women in other countries with such disrespect? Now, you got a couple dudes that's running around talking about all Colombians are this and all Brazilians are this. But for the most part, none of us talk about, I've never heard a dude walking around talking about dating and around the world is ghetto. Well, all women are alike no matter where you go. Dudes don't be talking like that. Dudes be having different experiences and different cultures. You got dudes like Taylor Made Dreams. He started his brand, his channel off giving comparisons to DR and women in Colombia and women in Brazil, because each area has different cultures of women. Women from the Middle East are different from women from parts of South Africa, and people from South Africa are different from Central or Western Africa. We don't put women under one umbrella, but these ladies here, they're all men. They're all the same. And you know something? She right. You damn right we're all the same. Men around the world are simple. Sex, salad, or sandwich, and silence. We want you to be fit, feminine, friendly. All of us. You damn right. We are all the same. All of us are looking for you to be fit, feminine, and friendly. All of us want sex, sandwich, and silence. You damn right. We all the same. I don't care which. Some might be simps. Some might spend a little bit more money. Some might spend a little less money. Some might be a player. Some dudes might be kind of like laid back to the side. But at the end of the day, we are all the same. You damn right. Men, our agenda has always been simple. Globally, no matter what country you go to, can you cook? Name a country where men don't say, baby, you ain't got to cook. Name a country where men don't say, well, baby, you ain't got to have no sex with me. We good. Name a country where men don't like fine-ass women. Name one throughout the history of man. Name one culture where men don't need the women to sometimes just sit back, give him some quiet time to where he can meditate to continue to create and develop cultures and continents. You damn right. Throughout history, our agenda has never changed. Our moniker hasn't changed. Our billboard has never changed. Our credo has never changed. It's been the same damn thing from Adam until now. Eve, can you cook? Can you support? Can you be submissive? Can you encourage? Can you care? Can you take care of a family and help develop a family? All the rest of the shit that you talking about is extra, no matter where you go around the world. And that's what's disappointing these sisters the most, that men are the same no matter where the fuck they want to travel to. Soon as you get off the plane and you looking for men, there are men right there saying in a different language, I want sex, sandwich, silence. And I need you to be fit, friendly, and feminine. Can you do that? Nope. Get your ass back on that plane. No matter where you go. Don't ever feel like we ain't the same. All men ain't. Oh, yes, the hell we are. From the dude that's violent, but he doesn't want to be violent anymore, to the dude that's incarcerated, to the dude that's hooked on drugs. Ask a crackhead. He said, if I can get off crack, the type of woman that I would want is fit, feminine, friendly, and a woman that can make a sandwich, a woman that can be silent, and a woman that can give me sex. You damn right we all the same. Did you actually think you was going to take your ass to Egypt and we would be different? Shit. Did you actually think that you would take your ass to Kuwait and we would be different? You thought the Russian brother was going to be different. Oh, the German dude, he got to be different. Oh, wait a minute. The romantic Italian, his ass doesn't want sex, silence, and silence, huh? Baby boo, it don't matter where you take your ass to. You can go to the end of the earth, which is at the bottom of Argentina, or take your ass all the way up to the top, Alaska, Greenland, Finland, all that shit. Iceland, all that shit. Norway, all men are the same. You damn right. And until you're willing to accept those six simple things, sex, silence, and sandwich, fit, feminine, and friendly, you're gonna be hard treading walking this planet, ladies. It's hard. I don't care if a dude that's married right now and he don't get all those things. That still doesn't mean he doesn't want them. He could have a wife that had 3 kids, supportive, encouraging, but he still glance over and still notice a woman that's a size 6 or a size 8. We still notice beautiful women, ladies. That's not gonna end. I see how these Colombian men look at women just like we look at these women. I see how Brazilian dudes look at Brazilian women like we look at Brazilian women. I was watching DR dudes checking out DR women like we check them out. All men are the same. So to sit back and try to make, and they laughing at it and try to make slight and try to act like they are the thing. You damn right we the same. You ain't gonna get nothing different. I don't know why women keep trying to put on these talk shows and having these think tanks and all this bull. Have Oprah, bring back Oprah. I don't give a damn how many years y'all bring back the color purple. Y'all can bring it back this year and 40 years from now again. And guess what? It's still gonna be dudes that's looking for fit, feminine, friendly, as well as soup, sandwiches, silence, and sex. That's it. You ain't gonna get no more. We don't look for no more, but we don't look for no less. That's the cool thing about a man. We look for no more, but we don't look for any less. Let me get to these super chats. Shout out to you guys. I guess we were supposed to be ashamed of that, Anthony. I guess we were supposed to say, oh, ladies, you're being so hard on us. Oh, hell no, that's true. Shit, what the fuck? What? I don't get, man, listen. Don't let those YouTubers that you see that be on those talk show with the ladies, and they sit back and they kind of quiet and, well, Andre, Not all men are like that. Most men are looking, nigga, you can say that shit in front of them. But this Andre, okay? This is how I think. I'm gonna let you guys know how I think. Because you often hear me say this. When I'm on this show, or when I'm on any live stream, I think like we're in the barbershop. We switch the topic up a little bit when the women walk in. Like when they walk in with the kids, get a shorty haircut. We'll switch up the language and how we talk a little bit because we know we got the ladies sitting off in there. But as soon as the women walk out the barbershop, this is how I talk. So when y'all hear me on any live stream, just think Andre is thinking. That's why y'all always hear me say I call bullshit. Because I know that if we was in the motherfucking barbershop, half of those male YouTubers that the Steve Harvey ass and the other motherfucker Derek Jackson and all them lame ass motherfuckers, if we was in the barbershop for real, man, wouldn't nobody be believing that bullshit Steve Harvey talking about? Think like a man and be a lady and think like a man. Hey, Steve, you know you done fucked up a bunch of women and ain't getting no dick now. You know that, Steve. You done made millions and now bitches ain't getting no dick no more. You know, Steve, you done fucked it up for the ladies, right? That's how we'll talk to Steve in a motherfucking barbershop. All that bullshit, get the fuck out of here. So just in case you guys ever wonder how Andre think, I think like if we were in a barbershop in the hood, just sitting back, dudes getting their hair cut, I'm getting trimmed up right here, whatever it may be, how will we talk about it then? And at the end of the day, if we got to come on these YouTube streets and lie to each other because women are listening, man, fuck that. I believe in barbershop talk. Andrew Baker in the building once again. Salute, Andre. Cali is what you said it was. It is time to get down there. It's time to get down to business, and we'll call get your dentist work, man. I'm telling you, bro, they do a great job. Also, I will continue to allow these women to teach me Spanish. Excelente. He said, get those consultations from Andre. Yeah, I remember when we did our consultation, man. I remember that. Definitely, man. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. As well as my man Victory's in the building, family right there for the $4.99. He said, we're men, real men. Sex, sandwiches, silence. Stella is not included in our S factor requirements. Absolutely correct. That's, you know what I get tired of? I get tired of when we hear women say, well, what do you men want? How many times do we have to say the same 6 things and women keep saying, well, what do you want? Sex, sandwich, silence from a woman that's fit, feminine, friendly. So what y'all saying is, ain't no what we saying, ain't no redefining, ain't no all men ain't the same. Because when the cameras go off and we're in the barbershop, all of our asses, ladies, they don't want me on one of the talk shows where it's men and women, because I'll be like, ladies, hear me out. When these cameras go off and all that bullshit that these dudes are telling you to sit right here, and we sit in a barbershop, or we at a bar, or we at a pool hall, or we at a cigar bar, just smoking some cigars, or we playing golf, all this shit they saying on camera, they don't say none of that shit. They telling you that shit because they sitting right here and they want to keep on getting pussy from whatever women out there they getting pussy from. So they gonna say this to you on camera. But I'm telling you ladies, nah, and they gonna say, no, Andre, I believe this. Bullshit. All of them, all these dudes that be on YouTube, they be talking that pro unity, boy. Nigga, you don't talk like that in the barbershop for real. All these dudes that be simping on social media, man, as soon as you get their ass in the barbershop, and they done made $50,000 off of book sales from women, man, believe you me, I bet this. I bet Derek Jackson don't believe none of that bullshit he be saying. Dude that made a couple million off of women telling women men ain't shit, why he fucking them all in the ass. This dude has literally, I ain't mad at him. This dude said, all I need is muscles, telling women what they want to hear. They will let me fuck them in the ass, bust in their face, plus give me $2 million. I ain't mad at your player. I ain't even mad at Derrick Jackson at all. Anybody that want to hate on Derrick Jackson, I ain't one of them. Get your motherfucking money. Because if they were stupid enough to go for it, he ain't getting none of our money. He ain't getting no money from the dude. Brothers, we already knew he was full of shit. We called Derrick Jackson full of shit years ago. Man, that nigga full of shit. But as long as the ladies was going for it, all he had to do was just stay in the gym and tell women, yeah, men ain't shit. And y'all buy his books and women is buying his courses and going to his seminars and workshops. His wife constantly tell you he fucking other bitches. Shut up, bitch. We don't want to hear what you got to say. But I'm his wife. Shut the fuck up. We trying to fuck your husband. You got female YouTubers right now is like, yes, I was watching Derrick Jackson for the muscles. I still do. You got male YouTubers right now, got their ass in the gym right now. You see how many motherfuckers YouTubers got their ass in the gym hitting the motherfucking weights and shit so they could be the next Derrick Jackson? You know how many pastors that you see right now with tight ass shirts? When was the last? I did not grow up in church with a pastor with a tight ass shirt on. Tight shirt ass pastors. Since men have left the church, women, these goddamn feminist pastors out here, half these pastors got goddamn 15-inch guns now and shit, looking like security guards and shit. In the name of Jesus. Oh, look at my pastors. Look at his chest just bust out when he say the word of Jesus. These women ain't got enough money to put in investments for their future for Social Security, but they dang sure go give all that money to their pastor and go give them their asshole. Pastor, now you know my husband is funny. Do not fuck me in my pussy. Fuck me in the ass, pastor, in the name of Jesus. Like, what the heck? So I ain't mad at Derrick. I ain't mad at so when these sisters be running around, all men are the same, you damn right, including Derrick Jackson, including Steve Harvey ass, including all those other YouTubers that's out there. Let's talk about something. Let's come together as black men and black women and unify as one. Nigga, you don't be talking like that in no damn barbershop. What the fuck you talking about? No, it's time for us to come together as one and unify as Voltron. Nigga, we ain't Voltron. Men should cook and women should. Well, you know what? When it's time to get up at 5:30 in the morning and shovel that goddamn snow, get her ass, her equal rights out there and shovel all that heavy ass snow. And then by the time you get done with the driveway, it's still snowing and the snow then went back down there and you ain't get a chance to put the salt down. Let her ass go out there and do that. Oh, it's time for the oil be changed in the car or it's time for some new spark plugs. Climb your ass in that goddamn hood when it's 80 degrees outside and I'm making sure you got your spark plugs changed, your oil changed and shit so you can get to work the next morning. Climb your ass down there under that hot ass hood. Go ahead, ladies. It's equal rights right now. Oh, when it's time to push that goddamn lawnmower, because everybody ain't got no rider more, but you ride goddamn push lawnmower when it's time, even if it's electrical and they electric goddamn lawnmower and this big ass lawn you got. Go ahead, ladies. Take your asses out there. Since y'all want everything to be equal, since you can't come home and just make me a goddamn meal, if you think that's all you got to do is make a meal, cook, and fuck, and I got to keep fixing cars, repairing roofs, cleaning out the goddamn attic, doing the kids' homework, making sure the kids act like they got some sense in their class, making sure that the goddamn tires are changed and rotated, making sure that all this shit, oh, I gotta look good for you and sitting next to your crazy ass at church and we just had an argument in the car, but I got to be the one to be quiet. Well, you talking about praise the Lord in the name of Jesus, but I got the one that got to reach in my pocket when it's time to get an offering out in church. All the shit that we got to do as men, and you want to bitch about a meal and giving me some pussy? All right, cool. You forget I got a passport. You forget I got a motherfucking passport. Shit. Do not tempt us. Do not tempt us. Yeah, them Eddie Long tight shirts, Jamal Bryant tight shirt wearing motherfuckers out there. Man, please. Pastors got more kids. Who's your baby daddy? Jamal Bryant. You sitting up there like, God. My daddy's a famous pastor. I just never met him. If y'all think, if y'all go sit up here and think even Bishop Jakes in all his years of Woman Thou Art Loose, if you think Bishop Jakes ain't got none of that Thou Art Loose pussy, shit. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all think Bishop Jakes has to do a Woman Thou Art Loose for 20 years? He ain't loose none of them asses. He was loosing their asses like crazy. Woman Thou Art Loose, girl, loose. All men are the same. All of them. Your priest, yep. You might got a couple dudes that got control of it. Like you got a couple pastors out there, some good dudes that got control of what men desire. But they're getting the rest of it from their wife, the special person. You got some special priests out there that's really focused on the priesthood. You got some great imams that are really great imams when it comes to them or being great Islamic leaders. You got some great prophets out there and some great dudes that's on the mountaintop, some great gurus that's out there in real life gurus. But like the other 99% of our asses, man, we the same. We the same. I can't stand when dudes be out there, man, on them damn YouTube channels and pretending like they're on women's side, and you be seeing the money just ching, 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 ching. The book sales just be, the goddamn audio book sales be. I'm like, man, I ain't mad at you, player. Get your money. I ain't mad at you, bro. Because when we get to the barbershop, all of us gonna be laughing at their asses. When we get to the barbershop, the same dude that be hustling them chicks on YouTube, the same Derek Jacksons, the same niggas that'll buy me a drink at the club. Same ones. I can sit up there and laugh with them, man. I'd be like, dog, you got them hoes going crazy, dog. Get your money, play. I ain't mad at you. And he'll give me a dap. He won't be like, Andre, no, I'm serious. I love those whores. No, he won't. He won't. He'll sit his ass up there and be laughing right along with me at those women that's buying his books and courses and all that and sucking his dick in their driveway. Yes, that Derek Jackson. Shit, I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at Derek. If anybody wondered if Andre what's Andre's commentary on Derek Jackson, nigga, get your money. Get your money. And I bet you your ex-wife will still suck your dick today. Get your money. Shout out to Wayne. Let him shovel that heavy ass snow. Hell yeah. Women don't be knowing how heavy that damn snow is. Or when you hit a piece of ice, you like, I got to break this goddamn ice too. Or when the key get frozen in the goddamn doorknob of the car, and you got to spray that shit off in there to get the key to where the keys go. Man, they don't know nothing about that shit. Maybe a couple women, but no, they don't know nothing about that. They just think when we sit back and say, can I get sex silence and silence? Oh, you just, okay. In the immortal words of the song, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Wait until tonight. That is so true. Let's continue on with these. And I was about to, man, I was about to sound like Dennis Sperling for a second. I was about to say, man, let's get on with these old spiteful ass bitches. I was like, Andre, let Dennis be Dennis. Oh my God. Okay. I know, right? That's serious, man. I like that song, Fight the Power by the Isleys, for real. Drop the link. Come on, Andre. You know what? It's getting so late, man. I'm not going to drop the link tonight, but actually this Friday I'm going to be doing a show with Andre, and I'm going to be dropping the link then. So it's going to be both of us, and so you guys are going to be coming on the live stream with that topic this Friday. Oh man! Shout out to all you guys, your comments. He said, "When man reached a big success, it is next it's near to impossible for him not to enjoy the benefits of women hypergamy desires. Yes, absolutely. Black Nubian says, he said, saw one of the women struggling to shovel the snow across the street. Hey, is it just me? Is part of you like, I want to help her, but the other part is, y'all asked for it. There you go. Shovel on, my sister. Shovel on. Shit. You think it's hard being a single woman while they're still young? Y'all know our other YouTube channel is dedicated to Social Security. Y'all should see how hard it is to be a woman. And I mean this, no joke. Alone in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, where your body is slowly breaking down. And there is no two income other than your kids or grandkids. It's hard. It's hard being in your 20s, 30s, and 40s as a woman by yourself, like these women. Wait till these women hit like 64, 69. All of that shit they talking now, you will never hear that again in life. You will never hear that again in life. It's easy to talk down on men when your body's still working and you still got a little bit of looks about you and your mind's still clear and you can make money. But I'm telling you, when you get older and you ain't saved enough for Social Security or retirement, and you got medical bills of an older person now, not them little medical bills of, ooh, I'm on my period, I need to go get a checkup. Ooh, I got a headache, I need to take a couple of bare aspirin. Ooh, I got a cold. I'm talking about your body like shutting down for real in the next 20 years, shutting down. And you got to pay for real medication. Boy, I'm telling you, dog, I see it all day, every day. Man, on our other channel, Mostly Money, it is fucking hard to be a woman in the United States and you're older. It's hard, bruh. I've learned so much about Social Security, so much about retirement, so much about investing. Man, if anything that keeps me motivated about keeping my money in investments, that other channel. Man, it's so fucking hard to be an older person in the States, man. God dang. Victory said, you help shovel the snow so Pookie can get that nigga Pookie out my driveway. For a few minutes later, nah, I'm good. That is so true. So true. So true. Shout out to EMB. Oh my goodness. He said Esteban in Playa. I don't know what it is. I don't know. You got me on that one, EMB. You got me on that one. Estaba in La Playa. The Playa's at the beach. I'm at the beach. I'm near the beach. Give me the definition. I was at the beach. Yeah, I knew La Playa was the beach. I was like, okay, I knew it was in was at. I'm like, okay. Estaba, I was. Good lesson. I needed that. He said, no Pookie pulled up in the driveway after your hard work shoveling snow. Yep, that's facts. Let's get back to this video, man, because we can wrap, man. Oh, past tense. Good looking out. Good looking out. Okay, let's go back to these ladies. I keep going back to the same parts too. And you see how the female in the, you're gonna hear her, but you won't see the female in the yellow. As soon as this lady here says, the world is ghetto. Dating around the world is ghetto. The woman in the yellow says, facts. They both believe this.
I'm dating. is ghetto worldwide. Worldwide. Around the globe.
Facts.
Like, I honestly had this in my head that, you know, I thought dating in like North America was a challenge because of, you know, like the media that we're exposed to and just like the ideologies of like that Tinder has created, that, you know, you have like this instant gratification and this abundance of options so people don't take people seriously. So I thought that I'm on the other side of the planet now, and I'm going to be meeting people from Europe. I'm going to be meeting people from Asia. It's going to be very different. Where? Like, where are the different people? They don't exist. Okay, they just don't exist.
When people ask me, they're like, when people ask me, oh, how's the dating and such and such? I'm like, I mean, they're men. Like, men are men all over the world. It's the same. They're the same.
And if you date women, women are women. You know what I mean? Like, people, we're consuming the same media for the most part right now because so many things are sort of universal. And I feel like the fuckboys of all gender are just learning tips from each other. Like, they're just sharing information. Like, how much like Future can I be? It's sort of like a goal these days.
Honestly, I've come to the conclusion that I really do think Tinder has shifted the dating culture across the planet. I think that this whole swiping culture and just understanding that your next match and your next connection is just a swipe away, and oh, I don't like the way that this girl drew on her eyebrows in her third picture, next. Like, I think that
we're gonna stop right there for a split second. She said, I think that Tinder, like for a split second too, she said, I think that Tinder has changed the dynamics of dating around the world. That's when I asked Andrea, because I never thought about it here. That's when I asked Andrea, do you guys use Tinder here? And use, you know, because I knew Plenty of Fish was here too, you know, and Bumble and all that stuff. Y'all use that? Like, do regular Colombians use this? And Andrea said, hell no. She said, only women that's hustling men or only women that are pay for play or women that are talking to foreigners. This is what she said. Use dating apps. Colombians don't use dating apps. They don't, it's not the norm here. You'll find some, but for the most part, you'll never see a dude. Okay, let me ask you this. When was the last time y'all saw a Colombian dude swiping? Just sitting there on his phone. When last time you saw a Colombian dude on Colombian Cupid? Bumble. Plenty of Fish. You don't. If you have, it's rare. Colombians don't use social media. They don't go into DMs like we do. So when the women say this, you know, Tinder has impacted the world. That's not true. And the one woman said, see how many men want to be like Future. Those are the men that you gravitate to. Not, he said, walking around the coffee shop in Cali, you'll run into sevens easy. Oh yeah, easy. Oh yeah. Just hitting up Starbucks. Maybe some nice was coming through Starbucks. He said, this girl's giving me a headache. I can tell why they consider boring in Latin America. Yep. Hit the malls, hit the parks. Absolutely. Language exchanges. That's exactly where you meet them. That's where Colombians and regular people meet each other. I'm gonna say this, and EMB can attest to this. If you're not here, like living here or here on a regular basis, some of these things you won't notice. But because I live here so long, it's stuff that I pick up that I noticed that if I was just visiting like I was before, I would never notice this stuff. And Colombians don't use Tinder like that. In a lot of countries have Tinder, but that's to meet foreigners. They have Colombian Cupid or Latin Cupid or Dominican Cupid. That's to meet foreigners. But you don't be seeing no Dominican dudes pulling out their phone swiping. I didn't see that when I was in Dominican Republic. I ain't seen no Dominican dude swiping. Unless they're looking to meet foreign women. Why? Because foreign women, meaning women from the West, are usually the swipers. So that's how you meet women from the United States. You got to swipe. Here we go.
There's just so many, it's just you having the abundance of options and put the time and attention into these conversations that they should. And I think that that's a worldwide issue at this point. So like,
yeah, I mean, and I think that it's also can be harder as a traveler when your network is so much smaller, and you're also probably not running into as many people as you can easily communicate with as you would at home. So you've got like, you only have so many resources. And we talked to someone the other day who uses Tinder as a way to sort of find tour guides in locations. And I was like, that's a great idea. Come in.
Tour guides?
Yeah.
I recommend it.
Like,
yes,
as a date. Yes. Go ahead. I've never done it. So go ahead.
Match on Tinder with someone who, if they're a traveler, they at least have been there for a few months, or if they're not a traveler, a local who can get you to the places that you want to go, right? Ask them to take you someplace that you wouldn't know about, and you get a free tour. A German guy actually did this to me in Hoi An. He matched with me and he was like, okay, well, you plan what I have all day. You plan what you want us to do. So I showed him how to rent a bike. I took him to the good beach, not the bad beach. I took him to the restaurant that I liked that was cheap, but really good food. And then after the end of the date, I'm like, that man is a genius. Germans, they're very advanced. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, he's a genius. I just gave him the greatest tour of Hoi An, and
and you probably never see him again. Yeah, never plan him again. Never see him again. So that is our gift to you. If you're gonna Tinder effectively and with a goal in mind. When I was out there, I was Tindering in the idea of like, maybe my soulmate is somewhere on the other side of the world. But girl, that soulmate ain't never show up. So I just, at this point, if I get back on in another country, it's going to be for that reason. I want to see more, and this is someone who can help me. So people who are visiting aren't going to be that helpful. Also, I tend to hop on Tinder and then hop off for like a month. And so when I am in different countries, I'm like, oh, you were 3 countries ago. You can just delete you, because that's a long time ago.
That's fair. I do find another challenge with dating and Tindering and bumbling when you're abroad, especially if you're staying in vacation cities, is a lot of people are just passing through. Mm-hmm. So I've matched with a lot of really great people. One date that I went on, surprisingly, the guy was from Toronto. Hilarious. I'm from Toronto, by the way. We had a great night. I took him. Actually, I just realized I kind of gave him a free tour, and I didn't get paid for that. But anyway, I took him on a tour, and it was great. But he had to leave the next morning. So I find that dating, similar with like friendships abroad, there's kind of this like revolving door of arriving and departing connections, which can become very challenging, like mentally and emotionally. So I feel like you have to like prepare yourself for that as well if you're going to be dating abroad.
As travels, I dated, whatever, but during this journey, that was the farthest thing from my mind. I don't know what it was. I was just focused on me, my journey, whatever. So I didn't actually meet someone that I was interested in until I was in Ghana. And that was something that just happened. We just became friends, and it became more, and it was a little thing. But the whole time I knew it wasn't going to be serious because I had more traveling to do. So outside of him, I'm just hanging out, doing my thing. I meet people, but I don't go in it with I could be very flirtatious. So right now, not so much. I just like go and talk and have a good time. Then I go home. I go to my room or wherever I stay. It's not going down like that. And Jamaica is a whole different ball game. If you say hi, they're what do I want to say?
They're going to marry you in a week.
Possessive, yes. They will stick by you the entire night. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so Ghana, you felt like there was a little bit of a connection. And you talked about
there definitely was.
Yeah. Good. She said,
y'all gonna leave her alone. She just got her daddy features. Okay? Just because she got her daddy features and she ain't got all her mama features. She might be nice like her mama, but she look like her daddy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let that girl alone. That's the only son they probably had.
Put some respect on his name.
No, I mean,
sorry, ma'am.
I think everybody who follows me on Facebook wanted to know how that story ended.
Okay, so is it okay if we talk about dating? I don't think
Sure,
you have
why
a
not?
problem with it. Okay.
I sure don't.
So you told us that you're in Johannesburg because of a man, because a man had because you were going to go there and be with him, and we know how men generally.
Yeah, she got her daddy features too. This other one that's with the glasses, she got her daddy features too. Okay, there's a lot of you dads got strong genes. Okay, leave these women alone. They good travel folk. Just because they look like they daddies don't mean they can't travel.
Ruin your plans, but this man actually helped make your plans better. Yeah, generally. But he actually helped actually form a plan for you. So what is dating like? I know you just moved there, but you've been there a lot. So what is dating like specifically in Johannesburg, especially as an African-American woman?
I've only been here not that long, so I really don't know. And I'm technically dating someone, but they're not here. So I'm not checking out the scene in this area. Although I will say, I've been out in public and I've noticed men, hello. That I was in the store the other day and some man followed me so closely. I asked him, I said, "Are you security?" He's like, no, I'm just a regular guy. How are you? And I was like, okay, thank you, but no, thank you. So they seem, friendly, like they want to talk. So that's good. I think for anyone that's looking to meet someone, this is probably a good place to come.
I Tindered in Johannesburg when I was there, maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I had to delete the app. I deleted the app from my phone.
Well,
too much.
Before I travel, I was gonna say what I normally do before I travel somewhere is I had Tinder goals. So I would set up my location before I arrived, plan dates. I'd have a whole week planned a date. So I got tired of this one, boom, 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 go out with this one, whatever. So.
I actually learned that from you online. I saw you post about it and I was like, brilliant.
Yes.
Yes. I have not personally had luck Tindering internationally. I think I've been on like 1 or 2 dates, but didn't really, whatever. But we in this space we end up talking about dating a lot. So what have your experiences been like as you travel and date?
I've had a lot of good experiences with guys, the times that I've been out. The only worst experience I've had with dating internationally was...
all American 10s. Y'all gonna stop it. These are 10. An American
so funny to me. I met a guy in Dubai and this was last year. And on the first date, he was convinced by God that he and I were supposed to be together, that we were supposed to... It's like, dude, I just met you today. I don't want anything from you. Just, can we just go get some chicken and just be done with this? Whatever. It's to the point where we went, I had some errands to run. And I told him, I said, hey, if you don't mind running these errands with me, feel free to come along. You're welcome. He said, fine. He's probably the first person I have probably ever wanted to push out of a car. I was just so irritated. I couldn't wait till that date was over. Just, and he was cute too, but no.
You said about dating in Dubai, did you ever end up dating someone who was from there, or have they only been tourists or?
Most of the people in Dubai, I think you probably know this already, 85% of them are expats. So
yeah,
I went out with a Turkish guy, Nigerian guy, Cameroonian guy, and somebody else. They were just from a variety of different places. No one that was actually from there.
And I don't think I ever, in that entire probably week and a half I was there, I don't think I met anyone who was actually from the UAE. Like everyone was from somewhere else. And so I wondered if you were able to, because you've been there so many times, you probably have more connections if you ever actually like broke through that barrier.
Although I have friends that live there that dated people that were actually from there, but it's very rare.
Okay.
Let me give a shout out to my man Tevin Brown in the building for the $40 super chat. Shout out to him. Cash out. Cash out. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you all, man, for supporting the channel and supporting Black male content. I see you guys always supporting the other Black male content channels as well. I appreciate what you guys are doing, because our money does not go to Black women because they got the big breasts and they say stuff that we agree with. But our monies also go to Black male content creators as well. So I want to say once again, we appreciate you guys for supporting Black male content creators on YouTube as well as other platforms. Let's continue on. Hey, like I said, these women cannot help how they looking, man. He say, what the hell do these women actually want? I'm like Kevin Samuels too. He say, what is the true purpose of dating women like this today? I don't get it, bro. Kenneth, when you get that $1 million answer, hey, you can put that in Walmart and sell it, because I don't have the answer for that one. I don't get it. I do not get it. And this the funny part. These women each one of them are acting so nonchalant about dating guys like, oh, I can get rid of, this one guy. Can we go get some chicken and get, I'm like, that same mentality. That's what I mean. They take that same mentality of how they treat us, get a meal, toss us away. How many men remember they said statistically 30% of all dates in the United States, women go on a date for the meal. That's the same thing she just told the one dude. Can we just go get some chicken and why couldn't you just walk away if you weren't interested? Why did you have to get the meal too? Man, these women, boy. Funny. Shout out to Ryan in the building with the $5 super chat, actually super sticker. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that so much. All right. Let's continue on with the video.
That's what I thought.
Do you think there's like a 90-day fiance thing happening nowadays? Is it harder to date when you're traveling now because people know that the tourist visa is real, or the fiance visa is real?
No, people have been knowing about that forever. That's like so common. It's the green card thing. You know, some of the situations are real, some are not. So.
Okay, that's why I deleted in South Africa, because I felt like everybody just wants me for my citizenship.
Well, you know like, what?
You know, sometimes angry man just look into the camera and just shake his head. I'm having an angry man moment. She deleted her dating profile in South Africa because she felt everybody wanted. Y'all like my angry man imitation? She felt everybody, not a couple people, every guy wanted her for her citizenship. That's because these women have been watching these reality television shows and thinking that travel is based on an experience, is based off of reality TV. Y'all keep thinking I keep playing when I say who we are in the States will follow you around the world. If you're a person in the States and you really believe that crap that's on 90 Day Fiance, in which most of us already know that it's a 2-year waiting list. If a female, let's say you meet a female, she wants to come to the United States, or you marry somebody like I did, they want to go to the United States and at least visit your family, like in me and Andrea's case, it's still a 2-year waiting list. unless you got maybe some connections, I can say maybe you can maneuver some things through. But for most of us, it's a 2-year waiting list. We've been waiting for the longest. Andrea's date finally to get her visa to go visit the States, April 2024. We put in our 2 years. Anybody that fills out an application tonight for your woman to go to the United States from anywhere in the world, anywhere. The United States is 100,000 applications for visas behind because of COVID. From Egypt to Ethiopia, don't matter where you go, you're coming from. Your woman has to wait until May of 2025. Yeah, all you do is just dating women in Cartagena and Panama. Your woman got to wait until 2025 to even get the interview. The interview to be able to come to the States. But the women on this platform, the women on that video will never tell you that. They'll tell you some 90-day fiance bullshit. They'll tell you that. And they'll make it seem like on 90 Day Fiance, they got visas immediately. They don't tell you that they do their seasoning, their seasons ahead of time. So while this person was waiting for their visa, whether it was male or female, to come to the States, 90 Day Fiance was filming in between then. But it's a waiting list, fellas. Whether it be male coming to the United States or a female coming to the United States, it is a waiting list because of the pandemic. It pushed everything back, everything. But these women actually think in their mind, every guy wants a visa from me. So they'll never find love. And all you do is that think that. You will never find real love and real friendships and real companionship and real females that want to hang out with you because you so dang scared thinking that everybody want to come to the States. I kid you not. I'm going to Andrea and I, the topic that we're going to talk about this Friday, and I want some of you guys to come up and talk about it too. So we're going to drop the link. All right, we're going to talk about women that you guys bring to the States that don't want to stay in the States. The first interview that we did was Maya Afro-Wahida, the YouTuber, before she even started her channel. She was our first interview. She was in the United States. She had a visa for 2 years. She left in a year. She said, I can't. Andrea's best friend, she was in the States, stuck there during the pandemic. She couldn't wait to get back to Cologne. She was like, man, fuck this. There are a lot of women that y'all think that y'all gonna drag to the States and they gonna be happy. Many women will be, but many women will miss their home country, their home cooking, their family, their own culture, their own flag, their own sports. That's why you don't bring them back. Shout out to the brothers that you know that have brought their wives or their girlfriends home to the States, but there are a lot of women that don't want to go back home. I mean, that don't want to stay in the States. But these women actually think, for real. But these women actually think that every dude that they meet wants a green card and wants to go back to the States, and that's not true. He said, do not bring foreign women to the United States. Feminism is a cancer. True. It's even spreading down here a little bit. Don't let it corrupt your woman. Absolutely correct, brother. Preach, Ryan, preach. Let's get back to the video. Shout out my man in the building. I saw you in here the other day, too. I saw it was either here or somewhere else on the live stream. I saw you, O. Shout out to Mr. O with the super chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boy. You talking about fashion style, young dude? You talking about like a young Kevin Samuel style ish, like Mr. Like the style OG type of dude. Mr. O. Mr. O is just living. I'm telling you guys, subscribe to this brother's channel. Coolest brother you ever wanted to meet. Laid back and got some great advice for all men of all ages. I'm letting you guys know that. Hey, let me know where you are now, man. Are you still in the States? Are you out of the States now? What's going on, man? Let me know. Thank you again for the super chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to that brother's channel for real. All right, let's continue on with this video. He said, doesn't matter. Those is fear mongering. Yep, the fear mongering. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing, spreading fear. I don't know one K1 marriage that's ended in divorce. That's a good point. I don't know, Aunt. I do know this. I don't want to go to another topic, but you're absolutely correct. Not all marriages, if the wife goes to the States, ends in divorce. Because I do know quite a few good ones where I'm gonna tell you this. There are a lot of women that go to the United States and look at American women like they're crazy, and they're like, I never want to be like you. There are women from parts of the world that's like if we was to move to the States, I could automatically tell you about Andrea. Andrea be like, you'll never see me like that. It's not like she hate American women, but that mindset and that culture, Andrea like, no. Andrea, see, one thing about Andrea, she hear enough of our stories to where she doesn't have to hear just my stories. See, you guys are in the WhatsApp group with us, and you know, y'all chop it up with Andrea every day. And so she hears your stories. So all I got to do is just sit back, keep my mouth shut. She hear all the bullshit and see all the YouTube videos and all that goes on. So even if we were to move to the States, Andrea would be like, I ain't gonna be like you hoes and fuck up my marriage. I see what y'all do in the States. No, I don't want to be your friend. That's all right. And plus, Andrea, do you know, since we've been married and since we've lived here, Andrea's friend, closest, her sister, probably has been here maybe 3 times. Andrea is very super private. She's not one of those women that let women just all in her life, all in her business, coming to the house, chopping it up, and we're sitting up there and drinking wine. Andrea's not built like that. Andrea's like this. If you don't have 10 years of friendship with me, I don't fuck with you. That's how she do women. Kid you not. She nice to women. She's cordial to women. But if you ain't been knowing Andrea at least 10 years, she don't fuck with you. As far as women are concerned. She do not fuck with you. All her clique have been knowing each other forever. Yeah, what up, group? Damn, I'm missing that. Yeah, we got a WhatsApp group. Shoot me an email, and I'll give you the information on it. And anybody else that's interested in our WhatsApp group, shoot me an email. Okay, can I get, there we go. Okay. Let's continue on. Okay, it says YouTube. It was a YouTube error as I tried to drop the information in. Let's see if it goes in there now. I don't know why YouTube is acting up with me dropping the email, but let's continue on with the video.
No, go ahead.
It was like, I meet you at a restaurant, where I'm minding my business. I give you my contact information. By the time I get back to my hotel or my hostel, the messages are like flooding in. You're everything I've ever wanted, baby. I just can't believe. I'm like, dude, you don't even know my real name.
Yes.
So she gave
that's an interesting thing to talk about, because I would say,
phone
for me personally, especially somebody that's in these international streets, I tell people, if I'm talking to guys online and your fascination with America becomes greater than our regular conversation, I'm done.
Sitting outside a coffee shop, And this guy, because I was looking at my phone waiting for my Uber, this guy walks up and he was like, "Are you lost? Where are you trying to go?" And I was like, "Well, no, I'm actually waiting for my Uber. They're going to take me over there so I can see the baths." And he's like, "You don't want to go see those baths." I'm sorry, I don't know you. How do you know what I don't want to do? He's like, "No, you don't want to go see those. I'll take you to go see something else." I'm sorry, you're going to take me where now? What? He literally talked to me like a tour guide, got into my Uber with me, directed the guy on a different route, and then I was spending the day with him, apparently. And then we kind of kept hanging out the rest of the time that I was there. It was bizarre, but fun.
Mm-hmm. Good. So you got a little local tour guide?
Yeah.
And,
very
and a date?
Yeah. Okay. He's a very attractive man.
And you did not get kidnapped, which would have been my assumption the minute a guy hopped in the car with me, like, "Oh, this is how it happens." But you were okay.
Yes. There's
Okay. It's already creepy enough. She's getting a cab in the country of Georgia. 9 times out of 10 is a white dude. Probably with no brother. Ain't too many brothers in the country of Georgia. That's where, in the country of Georgia. I forget somebody else lives there. Or who's famous that lives there right now. He tells her, "You don't want to go to this place." Jumps in a taxi with her and just hangs out with her all day long. Instead of just saying, "Okay, that's kind of odd, but I'm glad it worked out." What does the other girl say? "Well, I'm glad you didn't get kidnapped," because that's what I would have thought if somebody jumped in the cab with me, that this is the end. Well, this is how it ends. Americans, not everybody wants your ass. Not everybody wants your ass. Everybody don't want your organs. Everybody ain't trying to pimp you, prostitute you. Everybody ain't out there trying to put you on the stroll. Most countries where you go to is just some decent everyday people. Man, these passport sisters making travel hard on themselves. It's hard. Now, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. When you're traveling the world and you're a woman and all it takes is just 1 or 2 dudes to snatch you up and you'll never be seen again in life, I got you. You got to be a lot more discreet than a man does. I've realized that, and I'm glad that these women are being wise in their moves. Now, personally, I wouldn't want my
Okay, there we go. I got it back. Thanks, brother. Like I said, I can understand the ladies were, you have to be protective, which makes sense. Thanks, guys, about the audio. Let me know if I'm back. I made a mistake and hit the button and put myself on mute. But when it comes to, you can't hear me? Let me see. Let me check and see. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Do I got the other mic on? Okay, there we go. I'm good. It sounds like your mic is out. Okay, yeah, I got the other mic. Let me hear it out for a second. I'll come back in.
That was my fault, guys. That was my fault. I made a mistake and hit the wire with my hand. Oh, there we go. We turn that down. Yeah, I made a mistake and hit the wire with my hand when I was conversing. But yeah, come on, ladies, get together. Not everybody is trying to snatch the sisters up. Not everybody. Let me pull the video back up for us. Thanks, guys, for letting me know about the sound as well. Teamwork.
Ago, my good sis, my.
Okay, let me fast forward to where we were. Let us move on. Okay, yeah, this is the last one we're looking at. And so at the end of the day, you know, you're going to notice these women even hating on each other instead of even being happy for each other. And that's the crazy part. Let me move that out the way. He said most people are not even trying to snatch black women up anywhere for real. Nobody wants you. He said, I don't date B-dubs anyway. I feel you, brother. I feel you on that one. Let's finish off this video real quick.
And this guy, because I was looking at my phone waiting for my Uber, this guy walks up and he was like, are you lost? Where are you trying to go? And I was like, well, no, I'm actually waiting for my Uber. They're going to take me over there so I can see the baths. And he's like, you don't want to go see those baths. I'm sorry, I don't know you. How do you know what I don't want to do? He's like, no, you don't want to go see those. I'll take you to go see something else. I'm sorry, you're going to take me where now? What? He literally talked to me like a tour guide, got into my Uber with me, directed the guy on a different route. And then I was spending the day with him, apparently. And then we kind of kept hanging out the rest of the time that I was there. It was bizarre, but fun.
Mm-hmm. Good. So you got a little local tour guide?
Yeah.
And a date?
Yeah. Okay. He's a very attractive man.
And you did not get kidnapped, which would have been my assumption the minute a guy hopped in the car with me, like, oh, this is how it happens. But you were okay.
Yes. So I was like, all right, you guys are speaking in your language together, but I didn't feel not safe. Like, I couldn't have been. I was kind of somewhere in the middle with how I felt. I was like, I don't feel like I'm going to get attacked, but I also don't know where I'm going. That's weird. Fun. It ended up being really fun.
That's cool.
We haven't had a lot of success asking women about dating while they've been traveling. So you're one of our few success stories. Good experiences.
We haven't had a lot of success when it comes to our interviews with dating, with women dating. You're one of the few that have had good experiences. You see brothers with passports happy as can be. I do not have to lurk for, pray for to find one of y'all that have had a good experience when it comes to using your passports. It's so many of us that's had a great experience. It's not hard to find. For these women to be interviewing women over and over again, and they have not had good success, and these are rare stories of success that she just told the young lady, that's sad. There's no other way I could put that one. There is no other way I could put that. You're right. This stuff writes itself. That's a good way of putting it, Anthony. This stuff writes itself. Shout out to Jay being in the building. You as black women have though, or us black women have though, happy dating, happy marriage, happy to marry. We're winning. Absolutely correct. It's sad to see. That's why I said I'm kind of torn in between as far as thoughts, because you don't wish nothing bad or evil on anybody. So when you sit back and you see these women struggling in the dating world around the world, it's like, dang. Andre, anyone ever tell you look like Joe the singer? No. I wanna know. I can't even sing. I wish I could sing like Joe. I wanna know. Yeah, for real. Shout out to Joe. I've seen Joe in concert a couple times. Really good shows. He said maybe Jamaica's where it is for, you know what? Uno, man, I ain't gonna even lie, bruh. You might be right with that one. Shout out to, and yeah, I wish I could sing like him too. But you might be right with that one. You know, Jamaica and other parts, man, it might be where they need to just go and stay. Go to DR. You know, DR, you know, they kind of cater to the sisters from the States. They need to be going to spots like that. Because it's hard treading in around the world as far as dating. Like the one girl said, she broke her vibrator. And she in Southeast Asia. So she got to get it from somebody. It's tight out there, fellas. It's tight out there for the ladies. But the lesson that I want us to learn in all sincerity from this video, whatever habit that you have when it comes to, don't be laughing, Jay. Whatever habit that you have when it comes to dating in the United States, if you got a good habit of dating, if you're a good dude, if you got a good personality, you got a sense of humor, if you're laid back, quiet dude, but you're a good down to earth person, and you got great character, if you're a dude that take care of yourself and you just like to enjoy life, that's gonna translate greatly in a positive way in no matter what country you go to. But if you a dude that's on bullshit, I promise you, that's gonna follow you. Don't ever think, and I'm gonna tell you when for a lot of dudes, when your bullshit shows up, when you got to be yourself, and I'm tell you what I mean by that. For a lot of you dudes, you need the best thing that ever happened in your life when it comes to travel and women is pay for play. Brothels, party chicks. Some dudes got such fucked up character, such messed up personalities in real life in the States, you would be fucked trying to deal with regular, everyday Colombian women, everyday Brazilian women, every regular women in Thailand that are attractive and that are attracted to you, but you don't know how to act. I'm going to say that again. They're attractive and they're attracted to you, but you don't know how to act. The best thing that you pay, keep your ass right there at the clock tower in Cartagena. In Thailand, stay on the strip. In DR, take your ass to Sosua. Because your personality is so fucked up in the States. If you don't get it together, I'm telling you, the best thing that you will ever have is your passport and pay for play. Because regular women will not fuck with you. You do not have the personality to be in regular friendships, relationships, networking, hanging out with some cool, sexy ass regular women. You ain't built for that. Perfect example, most of the women in the video we just watched. If you think I'm bullshitting that it can't happen to you, the only difference between some of you dudes and being lonely and sad, like those women in the video, your ass paying for pussy. You got money to buy pussy. If they was buying dick, it would be no problem. It wouldn't be a problem. This video, they'd be dancing in the streets if they were coming out there. The difference between some of y'all dudes and these ladies is nothing. And that's how I was. I had to get, like I said, dudes like me and other dudes realize I gotta have my character on correct. If I meet somebody in Egypt, I'm good. If I meet some regular women, if I'm in South Africa, Johannesburg, I'm good. If I'm in Guyana, if I'm in Ghana, or if I'm in Uruguay, Paraguay, no matter. I'm a good dude. I got good character. I give you a perfect example. Y'all want to see a perfect example of a dude that, for the most part, none of us are perfect, but for the most part, no matter what country you go to, his same character shows. I give you two. Ace Live and Check in Effect. No matter where those brothers go, their personalities, whether it be perfections or imperfections, their personalities, for the most part, are helpful, friendly, approachable, really cool dudes. They represent us very well. No matter where those brothers go in the world. Make sure you got your character on straight before you leave the United States. Don't be like these, like them women, because I'm telling you, fellas, there's a great world waiting for you out here, and I'm telling you, you guys, they love y'all. They love the brothers. I ain't gonna even lie. I wish I could lie to you. They love the brothers, man. I swear, no matter what country you go to, well, they're racist over there. Shh. Not the ladies. American women don't know how the U.S. Were their bread. They don't know where the U.S. is, where their bread and butter is. Absolutely correct. That's a good point, Lennar. They don't realize that. They need to stay right in, the little islands and little borders of the United States. Keep your happy asses right there. Because as soon as they cross into the United States, they get outside the United States, that reality check is a beast. Boy, that motherfucking reality check, when they leave the United States and they find out that it's not only American black men that tell you on some bullshit, but men around the world tell you on some bullshit, man, that reality check hurts. That hurts. Father of many nations in the building with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, brother. I'm glad that you made it here tonight. He said concubines aren't meant to be wives. Absolutely correct. Ask King Solomon that one. Their concubines are just that. Concubines. Nothing wrong with them. Wives. Wasn't wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them. Oh, dude. If these women don't get together, man, the more they spread Westernism or Western behavior around the world and they see that men are not going for it, they're going to go back to the States depressed. Or they'll go back to the States and be so happy. Thanks again for the super chat. They'll be so happy that they made it back to the States. You know how when we leave, like one brother hit me up the other day, he said, Dre, man, I just need to talk to you for a second. I said, what's up? He said, man, I got to go back to this motherfucker. He said, man, I'm trying to keep from crying, bro. He said, so I need to talk to you, man. He was in bed in Kia, met somebody out there really nice, enjoying his life. But he like, man, that flight back to the States is getting harder and harder, man. He said, I don't see how you did that shit. I say, man, he said for 3 years. And I say, man, it just kept me motivated. And he said, like I said, he said, now I see United States is where I just go back home. Where I just go back, make my money, do my job, take care of my family there. He said, and this is my real home. He said, I'm going to start bringing my clothes over here and start treating it like it's my home. Because that's how I did it. Most of my clothes and shoes, like I said, most of my clothes and shoes and stuff were already over here. And I just kept stuff in the States for work and for the gym. Other than that, I wouldn't have no hangout going to the club clothes in the States. Fuck that. I wouldn't spend no money in the States. I had one of my closest friends, she said, Andre, you want to go to a concert? She took me to go see DJ Khaled and I forgot the Latin girl name. Devi Divana or something like that. I forgot. She's very well known though. But she took me there to that. That was the last time I've been to a concert in the States. Oh, my girl took me to go see Janet Jackson. She had some tickets to go see Janet. She took me to go see Janet in Tampa. But other than that, I wasn't spending no money in the States. I wasn't spending money then. Remember I said my female friends invited me. What you doing, Andre? Nothing. I got some tickets to a concert. So okay, I think the girl name was Demi Devano. I think the girl I know was DJ Khaled and Demi Devano. Okay, I might be wrong. Swab Prince in the building with the Swab's name. Hey OG, he said I've been seeing this corporate online this crap online about Colombia. They are saying that it is high risk. They've been saying that for years, man, long before I got here. We shouldn't come. Of course you should. You're a taxpayer. They want you to stay your tax-paying ass right where you are. But I can promise you, Cali, Colombia, gas test me well for 2 months now. Yeah, man. Believe you me. The United States will always, thank you again for the super chat, brethren. They will always tell you that every other country is horrible for you. Like I've been watching the United States a rise over the last year of gun violence when it comes to road rage. Man, y'all putting hot balls in each other because somebody cut you off in traffic. Do you know how many Colombians would be deleted if it was because somebody cut you off in traffic? That's Colombian driving. Everybody cut. You know how many people I have cut off in traffic? But do you know how? Dude, I get cut off in traffic at least 6 times every stoplight. At least 6 times. Motorcycle, car. You see a car that's on the right-hand side making a left-hand turn in front of your truck. You like, what the? I'm always getting cut. Man, listen, if you had to put a hot ball in everybody that cut you off, man, United States, man, y'all putting hot balls in them for cutting you off in traffic. And y'all want to talk about the violence in other countries? Please. Yeah, man, I'm with you, brother, on that one. They're going to always convince you, no matter, they'll tell you that Mexico is the worst place. They're going to tell you that Panama is the worst place. They're going to tell you that El Salvador is the worst place. It's going to always be a place that they're going to say, but this is the worst place. It's on our list. It's amazing how America put everybody on don't go there list except for America. We should be on our own list. As much violence as we got. Man, listen. But I'm about to wrap this night up, guys. I'm up out of here. I'm about to get some rest. I'm a little tired. Got to rest this voice. I've been dealing with laryngitis off and on the past couple of weeks. So I'm about to go see it. It fellas, look like I froze for the last few seconds. Love it. Shout out to Richard, man. Being in the building. Richard say, love you, Andre. Keep it 100 as always. Much love to the followers too. Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate you, man. Make sure you show up a little bit more too, man. That's what's up, man. I take that love, man. I love you too, brother. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Password, NOW. I'm an NWO. I'm with you, brother. Adios to you too, brother. Adios to you too. Yeah, it looks like the camera froze for a second, but it looks like I'm back too. Sick with it, yo. In the building. I appreciate you, brother. I'm going to respond to your email right now. Hey, Kenny, make sure you email me as well. All right, guys. I'm up out of here. I'll talk to you later. Once again, it's your boy Andre of Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders.